stimulating, mind expansive.
It's no sleep, baby.
Welcome, everybody, to No Sleep, the podcast.
Ooh.
I am just 1/4 of your comedy team this evening. My name is AJ Simmons. As a comedy podcast, I'm going to tell a comedy joke. Lately, I'm so depressed, they're putting me on people's tongues at the doctor.
Ha ha.
Ba-boom.
Here's another one for you. I was very excited to receive an invite for a soft opening recently,
Oh.
but it turns out it's just a business opening.
That's pretty good.
That's real good.
Yes.
You can cut to Tom McGrain.
Oh boy.
Follow that.
Here we go. Follow it. I can't follow it. I had the greatest bit ever ready to go tonight. I was going to bring my baby to the podcast. And then as it was
prop
getting closer, yeah. And I was
The
gonna,
ultimate prop.
we had a bit set to go and everything, little dummy bit, you know. She'd be like, "Your dick is little." I'm like, no, it's not. Ask your mom. You know what I'm saying?
I look forward to that.
Yeah, we'll do it next time. But I decided she took a nap and she never woke up, so I recruited my lovely niece, who's taking care of her tonight rather than being here. I got concerned that she would freak out. And then I just have to hold a freaking out baby during the whole podcast. So
Yeah.
someday
That wouldn't be that bad either.
It would be I think it would make for good, a few good minutes of viewing. But
That'd be podcast history. I'm pretty sure there's not a podcast where you just do a whole podcast with a baby.
I
Live
think you're right.
baby.
I think we will do
That's
that
history right there.
in the future. But I'm going to bring Sarah or Ellie or somebody
A baby wrangler.
to pass the baby to.
with a little safari hat
Yeah,
on.
yeah.
Like,
Yeah,
That would mess up the
with a
whole
lasso.
That mess up the whole bit. You got to do the podcast even when the baby's crying. The whole
Yeah.
thing, you
Yeah.
just keep the baby
Yeah.
no matter what. You
Yeah,
have to just keep going.
that's what we were gonna do, and I was getting worried as it got closer. So.
it's a solid concept.
I like it.
I support it.
I also didn't expect the option of my niece being like, "I'll watch her." I was like, "Oh, well, let's do that." Yeah, she's asleep still anyway, so I didn't want to wake her up.
Yeah, she was very pleasant.
She was. AJ was at my house earlier.
That's right.
He must have drugged the baby.
Yeah. Set this whole thing up.
Yeah.
Little Delta 8 gummy for you, baby. One from me.
You earned it.
Yeah. So that's my bit.
Nice.
No baby bit.
Hey.
You have the real one kicking in.
Yes.
That was a twofer.
All right, I guess I'm next in this podcast lineup.
That's
That's
right.
right. Danny
Welcome,
T.
Danny T.
That's right. I'm a regular now.
Yeah.
I've been over 4.
Yeah.
All right. So my observation recently, I was at a very fancy museum-ish type place, and I've noticed there was a lot of like artwork. It was over at Hoyt Sherman. A lot of artwork, a lot of cool stuff that's around. And as I looked at all this very cool, I guess, like very good art,
Yeah.
I seen a bunch of fat, white, out of shape women
Yeah.
as the focal point. So apparently that is the criteria of fine art, is a fat, out of shape white woman doing various things.
Yeah.
Laying on a couch awkwardly, looking over her shoulder, holding a baby or holding curtains in a
Yeah.
weird position.
Yeah.
So it's like, if I would have knew that, I would have kept my phone from college. That is full of masterpieces worth millions. If that is the criteria that we're looking at for artwork, because my phone was full of fat.
Yeah. Yeah. I had to think about that one.
It's a real thinker.
That is a joke slash reality.
Yeah.
The best kind.
Yes.
Huh?
Alex Carter.
I don't really have a joke. But I have another one of my half-baked ideas. All right. I have a question. All right. This is a question for my autistic friends out there.
Hello.
Yes. Are there any good representation of autistic people in TV and movies right now?
The Accountant.
But is it though? I don't know. Or is it? I feel like I grew up in an era of autistic blackface happening in movies, where it's like, whoa, what do you like Rain Man and movies like that, where they're not, I feel like, represented very well. So now I was like, is The Accountant accurate? Is The Good Doctor, all these shows, or are they like really offensive to autistic people? I don't know.
Is the Big Bang Theory like
Right?
Yeah.
Are they like
crazy offensive?
right?
Yeah.
Right? Are they like, is
Or
it,
like radio, which you had Cuba Gooding Jr. in.
yeah, exactly. That's what I'm talking about in the '90s, where it's like, whoa, what are you doing, guys?
Yeah.
You never go full.
Right?
And radio did that, I think.
They
He
were
went way full.
Yeah,
Yeah.
there were a few of those back then. So
forgot
I
about
don't,
radio.
but I don't know if it's getting better or not. So that's just a question
Oh.
I have.
I feel like if they're making a sequel to The Accountant that's coming out this summer.
Yeah,
It must have been relatively
Yeah.
good.
I feel like Sherlock Holmes is kind of a positive autistic hero.
Yeah, especially modern day.
Yeah.
Well, you know what? Me and my wife just went to go watch a movie called The Unbreakable Boy. You ever see it? It's about a
Oh,
real
yeah.
life autistic kid.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah. And
With,
it had the Shazam guy as the dad.
yeah.
ah,
Yeah.
You guys go see? Isn't that like a Christian movie?
Ooh, I don't know. I have no clue. But I can tell you this: when we went to go watch it, it was just 3 people in the room.
so yes, it was.
Yeah, yeah. Why are they crucifying this autistic kid?
It was only
Yeah.
3 of us.
Directed by Mel Gibson.
Yeah,
And the crazy part,
Yeah,
they forgot to start the movie. The movie was supposed to start like at 3:15
yeah,
over at Jordan Creek. We were looking at our watches, expecting previews and like
Yeah,
everything else.
Yeah.
It was like 3:25, and it was like, "There's no movie." We went to go talk to the manager. Like, "Oh yeah," and it came.
Yeah,
and turned it on. Nobody was coming to watch the movie.
push the button, jackass.
and they skipped the previews. They just went right to the movie.
Yeah,
So
they're
it
like,
tells you they don't have
fucked
to
up.
show you previews.
Many years ago, my mom and I went and saw Crazy Heart at the Varsity in the Drake neighborhood, and that theater was huge, and we were the only 2 people in the entire theater. And the movie did start, but it was completely out of focus.
Oh God.
So it was totally out of focus, and we're the only 2 people in there. And I was like, and I walked into the lobby, and there's no one in there. So now I'm like, what do I?
Hello,
yeah,
movie
that's what I was
theater.
doing. Then I was knocking on doors, and I was like,
And then you saw
and then
it.
they were like, "Oh, can I help you?" I was like, "Yeah, the movie's totally out of focus. Can you?" And they're like, "Oh my god, stop jacking off." And
I was gonna
can't
say,
focus
sorry, I
the
was in the
movie."
courtroom whacking off.
yeah,
Thought I had an hour to kill.
yeah,
It'd have been awesome if you went to go look for him. You just found a note that said, "Turn the lights off when you leave."
Yeah.
Like, thanks.
lock up after yourself. Yeah,
Go ahead and take some popcorn. Lock the door, please.
They get it spruced up for you. Like,
they did.
got dialed in.
It was a good movie,
Nice.
relatively. Yeah.
I love movies.
Yes, me too.
I can watch the same old movie all the time. I think we talked about this last time, just on TV over and over.
Yeah,
Overboard. I love that movie.
Overboard. Yeah.
I know it seems odd.
I love
I
Overboard.
shouldn't like Overboard. I should like
No,
something
no.
like Menace to Society or Boys in the Hood
Right.
or Dead Poor Society or no
Juice. with
Juice.
Juice. Oh, shit.
Danny only likes movies about poor white people.
Right. Where's that white privilege at now? Goddamn it! Ah, you're like us.
Danny loves 8 Mile.
Oh yeah, but I can watch Overboard over and over. I just like that simple concept. Movies are so complex nowadays. They got like 20 different leads and all these different characters and
Yeah.
everything else.
There's sometimes I'll be watching a movie and halfway through I'll be like, "Oh, I can't wait to go home and read an article and find out what this is all about because it seems pretty good."
Yeah.
But I'm not gonna get it.
Yeah.
I'm not.
That was me.
I can feel it flying over my head right now.
Oh, yeah.
I just watched Doubt for the first time, the Philip Seymour Hoffman,
Oh, yeah.
Meryl Streep
Oh,
movie
yeah.
about
Oh man.
like a priest and all this other stuff and whether or not he's touching a kid. And I'm like, I thought movies were supposed to be fun. guys.
Yeah, yeah.
Where's the Transformers?
Yeah.
Are they gonna?
Is the CGI squirrel going to
Yeah.
come out and tell us that it's all going to be okay at some point? Or
I watched the end of There Will Be Blood this morning.
There we go.
Ooh.
Would be blood.
And
Is that the
Daniel
Rambo one?
Day-Lewis?
Oh.
No, it's the oil, about oil. Crazy guy,
Oh.
obsessed with oil.
Okay, I haven't seen that one.
That's a
Put that
good
on my
one.
watch list.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like
Anyway.
a movie I always see on television is Shawshank Redemption.
Always.
It used to be on constantly. I think that's how it got so
Yeah.
popular,
Mm.
is that they just play it, because I think it bombed in theaters big time. And
Really?
Did
Yeah.
it really?
But it still got nominated for Best
Yeah, it was
Picture,
one
I
of those
think.
movies that got nominated and stuff, but it wasn't like a huge like box
Yeah.
office bonanza. It was only it caught on later when everyone heard how good it was.
And then realized that whatever, I think it was TBS or TNT that played it all the time.
I tell you what, here's how you make $1 billion in Hollywood. Somehow let TBS and TNT buy the rights to your movie.
Yeah,
Syndication.
Because they
This
will
would
not
be-
stop playing it.
yeah, 25 years ago.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that's like a Christmas Story. I'm like, how many checks are they cutting to a Christmas Story
Yeah.
between all these channels every year?
Oh.
And you just rip,
Yep.
because everyone's running it. It's like a Christmas Story 24 hours straight.
Yep.
Oh yeah. There was a time I can't remember what channel it was, but they used to have some like a Tom Hanks Day, or they have like some actor that they just play their movies
Yeah.
continuously the whole day. So I watched Big like 8 times, and then they play like
Yeah.
some other like Saving
Forrest
Private
Gump.
Ryan and
Yeah.
Forrest Gump, and they just had it on a loop.
Philadelphia.
And I watched it over it. No, they ain't have Philadelphia.
Yeah.
No. Just
I think once is enough for Philadelphia.
We're gonna play it once, guys, and that is it. And then we're gonna play Big 8 times after it, just to get the taste out of our mouth.
We want to see the giant keyboard.
Yeah.
Don't you hate it when they have a great movie, and then all of a sudden they try and do like a remake alternative version to it? Like, take for example, The Hangover,
Yeah.
and then they had like Bridesmaids or something like that.
I love
Was
Yeah.
that the flip of it or something like that? It's like,
Right.
why are you trying to like?
Armageddon.
Or
And
better yet, like Ghostbusters, and then they did the Ghostbusters with the females and all
Yeah,
that other stuff.
yeah.
Like,
Don't get told started on that one.
That's actually grown on
Sore
me.
subject.
is it?
No.
He
The
hates
new, because they did the new.
Toll hates ladies being ghosted.
No, I don't.
That's right. Only men
I
can
don't.
get rid of fictitious
That's right.
creatures.
Everyone knows that.
I hated the new Ghostbusters movie so much that I've actually grown to appreciate the lady Ghostbusters.
Yes, you have said that in the past.
Yeah.
That's true.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
on the record.
So you hate the real Ghostbusters?
No, I love the real Ghostbuster. I love the original Ghostbusters.
Right.
Probably my favorite movie of all time.
Okay.
I love Ghostbusters too. I didn't like Lady Ghostbusters that much,
Why?
but it's okay.
But why?
And now the new Ghostbusters.
It just
I
wasn't a
hate.
good movie.
Yeah.
Oh, I've never seen it.
I mean, it's all right. They just didn't. But then the newest one has kids in it. It takes place in. This isn't the newest one. The newest.
They made another Ghostbusters?
They did the most recent one.
Yeah, it's two
which-
more.
Oh
There's
my
2
God.
more, and the first one of the new 2 is in Oklahoma. There's kids in it. It just doesn't make any goddamn sense, and I hate it. And then the second one was even worse, I thought. So
All about that money grab. If you
It
got like
sure
a
is.
title
yeah,
and you get people to come just on the title, they'll stay there and they'll give you credit and
Yep.
just kind of hang out for a bit. They can
Yep.
care less.
Speaking about Tom Hanks, I rewatched Castaway pretty recently. And my one complaint about the movie, because I do like it, is how unrealistic it is that there's not like at least one scene of him whacking off.
yeah.
Like
Especially,
an hour 45, and you're
Right.
like, just give us 2
Yeah.
seconds, just so you're acknowledging
Yeah.
it, and we can move on. Just
Wilson.
yeah,
Yeah.
just him in a tree, just like that's all you
Yeah.
need. That's it. And we're like, yes, thank you for
Yeah.
acknowledging it.
Yeah.
We'll let this go now. We can
Yeah.
think about the rest of the movie now.
Yeah.
The little locket of Helen Hunt.
Exactly.
right.
That is
It's all
very true.
wet.
Yeah.
yeah.
Where I'm like, you told me you're on a desert island for years,
Yeah.
and that cave isn't just spackled.
Or better yet, he can even open the little locket. It's just stuck together.
Yeah.
And all of
Yeah.
a sudden, you just,
There was like a coconut with a hole drilled in it, and like a face drawn, little wig on it. That would be realistic.
For sure.
That's
They
my
should
one
have put
complaint.
that in there.
Yeah.
That was their bad on that
I'm
one.
pretty sure that would have changed their rating.
Yeah.
I think.
That's why I'd like to see the IMDb review of that. Like, I really like this movie, but it's not realistic because he doesn't whack off once.
Not once.
Not once.
But
If you're gonna write the movie, you should show.
Yeah.
You know what? I'll say there's another piece that I would agree with you. I don't like the way they ended it. Like he finally like brought that one package home with the wings
Yeah.
on it, to take it to the person, and the Helen Hunt lady left him.
Yeah.
So now it's like he's gonna start a new journey, and it was a pretty lady that he
Yeah.
took the package to.
Yeah.
Like, so did he go back? Did he fuck her or what?
I think
would
that's implied.
That they might.
I'm with you.
Package delivery.
Yeah.
Don't imply it. Show me. The same way he's jacking off, I want
Not
you to
enough
show me
fucking
going
or
back.
jacking off in Castaway.
Needed a lot more sexuality in that movie. Need to be a lot sexier.
Yeah.
Honestly, this could be applied to most movies.
Yeah. A little more sexy, you know? A little whacking off.
Not enough jacking off and Babe Pig in the City.
Be real. Well, I want real cinema.
If they're gonna leave me to imagine things, I just read a book. I can imagine everything I want. When I'm going to a movie, I want you to show me what I'm thinking.
That's what I'm here
Yes.
for.
Yep.
I want to see a hot dragon lady, something like that.
In fact,
Yeah.
go over the Shrek. I mean, I know in Donkey and the Dragon had babies. Show me how they had them babies.
We're all dying to know how that happened.
True.
Yes.
Show it.
True.
Again, 2 seconds is all I need. Acknowledge it.
Yeah, straight to HBO Max. That one, not for theatrical release. That would be wild to see.
There's
Does
a lot
make
of-
you curious.
A lot of wild stuff to see. You know what I've been seeing recently,
What?
and my daughters love this.
Oh,
On TikTok, they have these really outrageous like clips of what to do in these unreal situations. Like there was one that said, if you fall into a volcano, what you should do.
Yeah.
You should find a rock, get on it, and skip across. If you can, cover your face with your shirt because it's going to be so fire or whatever the chemicals are and whatever
Yeah.
else, and find pieces of the volcano that you could climb out of. Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
I'm thinking the same thing. They had a cartoon to go with it and everything. I'll show it to you guys after. If you had that set up, I could bring it up and show you. And it's just the craziest stuff. There was another
Yeah,
one.
I think
You know
I've
what
seen
I'm
a
talking
few of
about?
those. Yeah, where you watch it and like it's an animation. You're like, okay, what's happening now?
Right.
And it's some outrageous scenario where you're like, what? I don't. What?
The other one was like, if you ever get caught on the top of a roof of a burning building, what you're supposed to do is go around, find a trash can that has soft trash in it. First off, how are you supposed to know that? You don't. And then they say jump into it, open your arms so you can slow down your fall, and then tuck your head and hit the trash can. I know.
What?
I'm telling you, there are instructional videos on the most outlandish situations. I think it's
Like
supposed to be
the
a
fire
joke.
truck pulls up, finds a dead body in the dumpster. And
Yeah.
they're like, what happened here?
They didn't follow the instructions.
Yeah.
They should have played
This
it
garbage
one
is
time.
hard.
Idiots.
Oh. Yeah, I have to say it to you. It is entertaining. Some of the stuff you see on
That's
the internet.
crazy.
I feel like if you fell into a volcano, I think it's kind of just a wrap.
Yeah, you got
It's a
more
wrap.
problem finding rocks to jump on.
Yeah.
Find a right to jump on
Yeah.
and cover your mouth to cover bad
Yeah.
Yeah.
or the smell or whatever it is.
Never mind the fact it would be, I would guess, 90,000 degrees Fahrenheit.
That's the real problem.
They did mention you might blister. They
Yeah.
did say that.
Yes.
You might come out with a little bit of sunburn.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Little molten earth burn.
Yeah, this is crazy stuff there on the internet. Internet has truly changed from the times we grew up. And I say that confidently because
Yes.
we're all around the same age except for AJ who's
Yeah.
still in his goddamn 30s. Make me feel like a old dude.
There was a book series for a while that was super popular. I think they made a TV show that was about survival in like outrageous situations.
Oh, really?
Do you remember what those are?
Yeah,
anybody
that
know what I'm
sounds
talking about?
familiar. Yeah.
It was like a very popular
Like a
book
with a
series.
host. Oh,
And well, they also made a TV show out of it because the books were so popular. Am I crazy?
No,
Am
I would
making
love
this-
to see that. Dude.
Yeah, I can't. It was basically like a what to do in all these crazy situations.
yeah.
What was the crazy,
Like,
crazy
I
situation?
remember one. It's like if you drive off a cliff or something like that, like you're supposed to straighten your legs and arms. And
Problem
grab,
solved.
Yeah, grab as tight as you can onto the steering wheel or something. And I was like, I'm sure. Then you'll be A-okay.
Yep, I got this. I got it. Good to go.
You want to make sure your bones break in two and not share.
Yeah, yeah.
You want to make sure
You
you're
want a clean break. You want a clean break.
Yeah.
You want your femurs to go through your head, killing you fast as possible.
But what you're trying to say is Thelma and Louise might have survived.
Yeah, sure.
That's
If
what
they
you're
were-
saying.
Yeah, if they fucking lock their fucking knees.
Yep.
Goddamn.
If they
That's
found
what-
a soft spot.
There's not many movies that end like realistic. We're talking about realistic endings and realistic things in movies.
Yeah.
How many movies really that you can think of end realistically, where the good guy doesn't win and everybody ends up happy?
There's a handful of them.
Like,
I watched There Will Be Blood today. That's kind of like, oh shit.
That's not the good guy win. That's the
After he murders his rival, he just lays down on his bowling alley and goes, "I'm finished." And you're like, okay, all right.
I remember
Yeah.
watching that for the first time. That was
Yeah.
fucked up. You're like, that's it?
I love
And
it.
then
now.
the credits roll.
Yeah, credits roll. He sits down. He just killed a guy with a bowling pin after he bashed his head in, and he sits down. He's drunk as hell, and he just goes, "I'm finished." Credits roll. Okay, all right.
What's it called?
Yeah.
What's it called?
There Will Be Blood.
There will be blood.
Great movie.
Oh,
Yeah. No Country for Old Men. That does not have a happy ending.
Yeah,
That
that's,
is
that's
true.
the
He
ultimate.
gets
Yeah, that's the ultimate.
Where it's
Super
just like,
ambiguous.
the main guy is dead. The sheriff is sad about the state of the world, and
The bad guy got away.
yeah, the movie's over.
And he walks.
He's all
away.
fucked up,
Yep.
but he did walk away.
He did walk away.
Yeah.
Yeah, we need more movies like that. It's not supposed to be the
Yeah,
feel-good thing.
I like it. Yeah.
Realistic stuff.
I
Yeah.
keep thinking about this, about making no one will like it and no one would ever let me make it. And I've never, obviously, but
So please.
a movie that's just like the
Enlighten us.
basically the collateral damage of like an action sequence where you essentially are getting like a peek into all the funerals caused by the horrible action sequence that happened. Like,
Oh, believe me,
Yeah.
I'm sure Marvel has tried to make a series out of that
Yeah.
and failed so
Yeah.
many
Yeah.
times. I guarantee.
yeah,
it.
just like, oh shit, this is just depressing. Basically, it would just be as depressing as it could possibly be to be
Right.
like,
The
But
thing
tr-
would be to have like a full on like love movie, love film, romantic comedy or something where it's like really good and heartfelt, and then the ending is a guy gets killed by like a car that Superman throws. And you're like,
Yeah, yeah.
What?
or Godzilla steps on him.
that's
Yeah,
right.
yeah.
Just it has nothing to do with anything.
Yeah.
Just the last scene is like turned into something else.
Like,
Completely.
oh, see, you thought this was one thing, but
Yeah.
nope. He
That
just
type
got-
of comedy is my jam.
Yeah.
That's the big twist. I love that shit.
You know what people have done? I've seen like little clips of it. If I was more technology savvy, I would do it. But they take these movies that should go completely different way, like a scary movie or something like that, and they edit it where it
Oh, yeah.
shows where it's real. Like a dude walks into a house and
Yeah.
the ghost makes a sound of start of a real movie. Then he just turns and he leaves and drives away. That's the end of the movie.
Yeah.
Like,
Credits.
who's gonna go through
Yeah.
all this?
Yeah.
for sure.
Gonna try to fight the demon.
Or I like
Yeah.
they do the trailers where they turn like I've seen where they make Alien a comedy. You just like change the music in the trailer and just show like the out of context scenes so it looks hilarious and it's like oh.
Boom, ding, ding.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. Fun stuff.
Music makes a huge difference.
Yes.
Soundtrack and all that. Yeah, you really. I just watched Long Legs. I think it was the Nicolas Cage
Oh yeah.
creepy movie. That made me realize just how much of it. I mean, just the stings, the bang. You know,
Yeah.
the little thing that'll make you jump. It's so much of just the edit, not even really the thing in the frame most of the time.
And it's funny how often as humans we just keep falling for that. We're like
Yeah.
because
Oh,
they
we-
set
every
up,
time.
they
every
set up
time.
the jump scare
Every
music.
time.
We're like we're about to scare you. It's like
Oh no, I'm gonna get
Like,
scared.
oh, we're gonna scare you. Like I'm not gonna be scared. And then it goes. "Shit." And they go, "Ah!" yeah,
Got me again.
yeah.
And you can
And then
always
it's-
tell which one of your friends is the asshole when they send you those clips. They
Yeah.
have the jumps.
Oh,
The
yeah.
old jump scare. The
Yep.
guy comes. Ah!
Just get you.
Think you're about to see
scared
some
the whole
tits,
time.
and it's like, ah!
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Stare at this video for 5
Yeah.
seconds straight,
Right.
and soon you'll see a naked lady appear.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm listening.
Yeah. Yeah, that used to be a big thing. That'd be like email chain type
Oh,
of
yeah.
shit.
I can
right?
remember the first time on the internet getting one of those where it's like some unknown video and you're watching, and then it is like a scary face goes rah. I remember like jumping
Oh,
back
yeah.
and being like,
Me
"God
too.
damn, that got me good." I'm glad I'm alone right now. That was embarrassing.
Yeah, that was like seeing paranormal. I saw Paranormal Activity in a theater full of people, and it was so scary that people were like literally like throwing like the
yeah.
popcorn over their shoulder,
Yeah.
like you know, like a spit take.
Like a theme from Disney.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was scary shit, man.
Yeah.
Those jump scares will get you. I don't.
Yeah.
I mean, like they get me like nobody's biz. You know, I know they're coming. I'm still like, guy. Always.
It was kind of funny last night because I realized that I don't know if speakers and things like that sound a certain way to animals like that aren't humans, but I noticed that my cat would not react at all to like the stings and the little things they try to scare me
Yeah.
with. I think she could just tell it was from the speaker, but if like anything in the house clicks or
Right.
you know just old binging and banging, she'll
Yeah.
she'll do stuff like that. Where it was impressive to me that she wouldn't or that she would be able to tell the difference somehow.
Yeah.
Makes you feel like
God
a
damn, this
pussy.
cat's smarter than me.
Yeah.
Yeah. Do your dogs ever watch TV, Alex?
They do, this, yeah. My dogs now do, and I don't think I've ever had a dog that does. It's weird. Like anytime a dog barks on TV, they start barking. I'm like, you dumb fucking idiot. Every other dog I've ever known has been just non-reactive, and if they see a dog, they're like, what?
And that's coming from you sitting by somebody that every time they're watching a movie, you hear a doorbell ring, you look around.
Yeah.
It's like, that's on the TV, dumbass. Like, oh, god damn it. I thought somebody was at the door.
Or in the movie, like the iPhone noise
Yeah.
will go off, and I'll be like,
Oh, that's what.
Oh, I've been in theater when I'm in a theater.
"Thought I was getting a you up to."
I know. When I'm actually in a theater watching a movie and like an iPhone text alert goes
Ding.
off in the movie, I'd always go like this and watch everyone go.
Hey,
You just watch them do it. You're like, no, that was a movie. They got you.
I have that so bad now at home, but it's for the sound of a baby making noise.
Yeah, oh yeah.
I was like, we don't have a monitor because we can hear her usually, but you hear like watching a movie, and I'm like, meh, and I'm like,
Oh yeah.
yo, I mute the TV, and I'm like, please no,
No, I didn't hear it.
just be asleep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know the chilling point, though? You talk about a baby monitor.
Yeah.
A baby monitor was made by some rich motherfucker.
Yeah.
Because just think about it. You just said it. If your baby's crying, they literally right there in the next room.
Yeah.
If your house is so big that your baby is somewhere else in that
Right.
little place,
Right.
you have to listen for it
Yeah.
on a whole different device.
Yeah.
Duct
Like,
tape a walkie-talkie to its head.
That's how I put her to sleep.
Yeah.
Maybe you need to downsize. That house is, and why is your baby like 3 rooms away from you anyway? Like,
Yeah.
that's a
I mean,
bad
baby.
parenting move right
Yeah.
there. Your baby should be somewhere at least 1 room away.
I suppose if your baby's 3 rooms away, I would have a nanny, not a baby monitor. You know.
Yeah, those are the frugal rich people. They
Yeah.
don't want to spend money on
Right,
a
right.
nanny.
Yeah.
They got electronic nanny. Yeah, some of the stuff they come up with for babies, safety stuff, baby monitors, strollers. My goodness, you probably spent a fortune getting ready for that.
Back when Danny and I were kids, they just throw babies in the garbage bag and carry them around.
Yeah. Poke
Or
some
either
holes in
shit
it.
'em in a toilet.
Yeah.
Yeah, here's a gun to play with.
Yeah. Ooh, nice.
What is that? A
Careful,
seatbelt?
careful, the safety's off.
Yeah.
Babies.
Yeah.
You enjoying being like a new dad?
Yeah. What do you want me to say, Dan?
Yeah.
We're live on air.
Very defensive.
Yeah. Yes, of course.
We're live on air.
It's the best.
Let's go to a clip.
Well, you might not.
I've
know.
never had greater joy in my life, Danny.
Well, you might
Yeah.
not know it, but
I've never been happier.
My
When we-
pride and joy.
when we were talking earlier, I was recording it. So let me go to the tape.
We got a clip.
No, I mean, I
Yeah.
know it's got to be challenging. Don't get
It's
me wrong. I mean,
challenging,
the
but
whole
it's-
baby crying,
it's-
changing, blah
yeah.
blah blah.
It's stuff I never, I didn't plan on happening. And then I got a baby and a 6-year-old, and I'm just like, here we go. And at first, I got a whole body rash at first, Danny,
Why?
because I think I was.
His
just
body
so-
rejected the children.
It was like, what are you doing, man? My body was like, this seems wrong. And I was like, yes, you're right, body. It does, but we're gonna keep on keeping on, my man.
It's never stopped us before.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. But yeah, it's good.
But yeah, it's good.
Well, I think,
The rash went away.
It did.
Yeah.
see, I can speak this now as my kids are older.
Mhm.
Like, I appreciate it much more now that I'm older. The small things like hold them and feed them and everything else. But in the moment, it's like most of the things people like, oh, you're gonna look back and you're gonna laugh, which
Yeah.
is true.
Yeah.
But in the moment, I was not laughing. I
Yeah.
did not
Yeah.
enjoy it at
Yeah.
all.
It was
Yeah.
not funny.
When the baby has back to you, you're like,
Yeah. Oh, when she was sick
dumb baby.
overnight, dude, like the not going to sleep nights,
Mm-hmm.
when you get, you're like, shut.
Yes.
Like, oh
Yeah,
yeah.
I can remember the point of being like, I won't shake this baby, but I understand why people shake the baby.
yeah. Yeah.
but I'm
Luckily,
really
I'm at that
close.
point right now where I have the brakes in me,
Yeah.
but I know what happens when people don't, and I know how they get there.
Yeah. Well, I'm standing there telling myself, I'm not going to shake this baby, but how do I shake myself till I'm
Right.
dead? Yeah.
The old reverse shake.
Yeah. No, it's yeah, it's good. And she's doing great. She's happy as hell. She's actually got like, always smiling, can move around on her own, crawling around.
Does she have teeth yet?
one little bottom tooth?
Oh,
Yeah.
the cute little teeth.
Mhm.
That's the
Nice.
worst part right there, because then when they start teething, they start shitting all over the place.
Yeah.
Like up their back, just horrible. Like I remember
The old blowout.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I remember
blowout.
the kid was crying a lot because the teeth were coming in.
Yeah.
And I think it was my oldest daughter.
Yeah.
So I'm rocking her and I'm trying to do my part. My wife is, asleep, and I'm trying to be the good dad.
Your wife's out shopping, of course.
And women be shopping.
Women be shopping. So I'm rocking this baby like at 2:00 in the morning, and I doze off, and the baby doze off, and I just felt this like wetness like up me or whatever. And I remember just kind of waking up, half wake up or whatever else, and I go to move, and I'm sitting in a rocking chair. The baby
Yeah.
fall over, hit the floor. I'm covered in poop because they like poop right up the
Yeah.
back of
Oh,
it.
yeah.
The
Yeah.
baby's crying like, ugh.
Yeah.
It pushes so much poop out through those from getting teeth. It's unreal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
That's
You
where
haven't
teeth
had
come
blood?
from. Poop. Everyone knows that.
Do they really?
Sure.
I am learning today. So she hasn't had a blowout yet or nothing?
oh yeah, I mean,
Oh,
she's
okay.
had blowouts. Had one today. Had one while AJ and my friend Nate were at the house. I went to change her, and I was like, I thought she was just wet, and then I was like, oh, there's
Poop.
there's poop everywhere.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You can always see it on their little. They go.
It's a heater.
Yeah. You can tell they're like
Yeah.
shitting.
Which is funny. Yeah, yesterday was all rock hard turds, and today it's been all loosey and juicy, baby. And she's on antibiotics, so it's bright red also, which is
Oh, my goodness.
comforting.
Yeah.
yeah. Mhm. Yeah. So that's cool.
That was so descriptive. I feel like she's right here.
You were saying something. What you were talking about? Babies.
Babies, how they're cool. We love them.
Yeah, I had a whole thing. You
A
don't,
whole
but I
baby-
can't remember
you
what
got
it
a whole
is.
Baby bit?
Yeah, I had a bit. I don't remember what it is though.
Had a baby hunk. I was just about.
Yeah,
To do.
I did.
I was finna unload.
Oh, I remember now. I said to Sarah, I was like, "Don't you think if because she was actually excited for me to bring the baby to the podcast. She's out of town, and I was like, yeah. I was like, but if I bring her to the podcast, then it'll be like that one episode with the baby that everybody will go back and look at because the baby was there.
Mhm.
And Sarah was like, they're gonna go back and look at all of this. And I was like,
No, they.
I was like, oh no.
Thought about
Yeah. I never really did think about, I didn't have to think about it for many, many years. And now I do think about it and I go, oh dear.
Oh my.
Yeah, those, how many years of the drunk episodes? And I
Those
just
are
think-
behind key and vault these days.
Don't worry, I keep paying the no sleep or the why are we not talking about this bill every month? They're still there.
So not to come across as being morbid on you, Toll. But how old are you? Ain't you like
43.
43?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So when your baby gets to be 18, math and everything else, you're gonna be like 60 or something, ain't you? Jesus Christ! So you're gonna look like her.
Jesus
grandpa.
Christ. Yeah. Yeah.
It's like,
Yeah.
who's your grandpa?
Well, it's funny. I'm
It's your
still.
papa.
Yeah. Sarah has really. I have old parents, and Sarah has really old parents also.
Jesus Christ.
So
Well, the baby
my
had
dad
old
was 40.
parents.
I'm older than my dad was, but not by much. My dad was 40 when he had me,
Wow.
and
Does that scare you a little bit? That you're gonna be old as shit when your baby's like running around at their peak, 17, 18?
not. I don't know.
You'll
It
have a
really
bionic
doesn't.
body by then.
Yeah,
Who
that's what I'm
gives a shit?
thinking.
Oh,
I'll
yeah,
either be.
technology to cut up with us by then.
Yeah.
I'll either be dead or the $6 million man.
Damn.
So it's gonna be fine.
Danny, the podcast is taking off. There's no rear view
Yeah.
mirrors on spaceship. Danny.
We have to rebuild him.
Yeah.
You're almost like you're like a famous actor, dude. Because Robert De Niro had his baby like when he was old as shit too.
He had him one when he was 80.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, I think Al Pacino did too.
Man, what a crazy
They're
move
like-
that is.
And if you see clips, I keep seeing clips of this from other podcasts. I see them talking about the Alec Baldwin reality show
Oh yeah.
where he's got 7 kids with his horrible wife.
Right.
Ooh, why'd you think she's horrible? I'm
That's what they all say, and from the clips they show, you go, "Oh yeah."
Yeah.
And I saw, I think it was Dan Soder saying the worst thing about this show is that every time something bad happens, they act as if they didn't have these 7 kids, like someone else did this to them. Like no,
Forced upon 'em.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. But Alec Baldwin seems pretty fucking miserable, which is maybe
This is a show with his 7 real kids.
yeah, and his wife.
Yeah.
What's
Oh,
the name
wow.
of it?
The Baldwins,
The Baldwins?
maybe. And his wife pretends to have like a Spanish accent, even though
Yeah.
she's from Boston.
Yeah.
Yeah,
What?
yeah, yeah,
Hilaria,
yeah.
something like that.
Is that for the show or just like that's her
No, that's
thing?
like that's an old scandal.
Yeah.
She would go around talking in this weird, like, sort of Spanish accent,
Yeah.
and they're like, "But you're from Boston. Like you've."
right.
She traveled over there a couple
You
times.
should be yelling.
But
the
she is a
N-word at
much
someone,
younger,
right?
a much
Whipping
younger
pennies at people.
yoga instructor.
Yeah.
That
I've met a couple theater kids over the years that tried to pull the fast one on me with the accent, where they're like,
Oh,
"Hello,
yeah.
governor."
Oh yeah.
I was like,
The first time I saw Rory
Keep that tooth
Scovel
straight.
do stand up, I think it was at the Funny Bone. I don't remember. I think it was at the Funny Bone, and he did like 40 minutes of his hour in that straight up Southern accent.
Who did?
Rory Scovel.
Okay.
And I was like, I did not know that he was this Southern. And he just kept, and then like over halfway through, he's like, I'm just fucking with you guys. I did comedy with a dude in Minnesota that it turned into a great big scandal. I cannot remember what this guy's name is. But he's a short, muscular guy with a beard. And he said that his whole thing was about being, I can't remember if it was Irish or Scottish. And and then I come to find out later that he basically got comedy canceled because he'd been lying about that shit. He was from like the South doing comedy as if he was Irish or Scottish his whole career.
Wow.
And he
That
was
sounds familiar.
and he was headlining a club, and he asked me to open for him because he stopped here one time.
like
It was-
Irish Carlos.
yeah, and we
Mencia.
did a Loonies. Yeah. And we did Loonies in some town in Minnesota.
Okay.
It was very strange.
Hmm.
Yeah,
Did you get paid?
I did.
Okay. All's well that ends
That's
well.
back in
Yeah.
Toll's come up.
That's right. That was actually
Hmm.
back when I was going up and not,
Now you
whatever I'm
just stand
doing
level.
now.
You're plateauing. You
not.
just stand at the same level
That's right. Yeah.
until we get the Toll and Danny show going.
That's
Let's go,
right.
man.
Here we
Get
go.
that baby out the house.
Yeah,
Get
we'll
some stuff
bring her.
going, man.
I
You
will.
gonna bring her
She'll
on
be
the road?
with us.
We
Yeah.
incorporate it into the show.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Oh, here be the opening thing. What we do? I walk on stage. And I was like, hey, welcome to the show. I'm Danny. I do like my couple of jokes or whatever. Toad comes up and he's carrying a baby. I was like, dude, what you doing with that baby? What are you talking about? I was like, what you doing with the baby? I'm finna do some jokes. Man, give me the goddamn baby. And I take the baby and I leave.
Hand her off.
A black dude with a white baby. That'd be hilarious.
Yeah.
There would be no police call.
Nope. You'd be A-okay.
Especially around these parts.
That'll be our bit every night.
Danny gets arrested every night.
It's for the act. No, it's for the act. Stop.
It's like a Lenny Bruce kind of thing we're doing.
Yeah.
He got arrested, right?
Huh?
Lenny Bruce.
He did.
Lots of
Several
times.
times.
Good work, AJ.
Yeah, prurient for prurient content. I read his autobiography, which I think may not be as objective as you would like it to be. Old Lenny Bruce's autobiography.
Yeah, I guess that's the auto part of it. You know?
Yeah.
Where you're like, AJ was born with a 9.5-inch penis. Written and read by AJ Simmons.
This is the shortest book I ever read.
Full wig in the
It's only
photo.
one sentence.
Would you expect it to be any longer?
Yeah.
Based on the content?
And that's really all you need to know about him.
Yep.
Could you imagine a place where comedy would be if those laws and rules had went through? Where there was no crude or crass or any kind of whatever they were trying to enforce couldn't happen?
Yeah.
Where would we be at? How would that be? Better place, worse place?
Oh, I think it would still happen. It would just be, you'd have to be braver to do it.
Yeah.
I don't know. Maybe, I suppose it wouldn't. A lot of people would
I
not
guess
do
we'll
it.
find out in a couple of years.
Yeah.
A comedy
true.
prohibition.
Mhm.
People making comedy in bathtubs and shit.
Have a comedy still.
I blew up my garage doing comedy.
I can't get anyone out into the middle of the woods to buy my comedy.
You imagine being in jail. It's like, what you in here for? Murder? What you in here for? Telling jokes?
Yeah. I kept talking about jokes. Yeah.
Oh, man, clear out. He's bad. Man.
This guy's telling jokes.
Gotta put him in solitary.
Shit.
Yeah, it'd be a very different world.
Bathtub.
Because back then, I think it was sort of more the Catholic Church, wasn't it? That was a big opponent of like the Lenny Bruces of the world. They had a lot of power back then. I mean, they still do. But
People just, I mean, you
People
see
weren't ready for that.
all those old, not old, but like the old musical biopics, all the big time musicians got arrested at one point or another for saying something on stage they shouldn't have said.
yeah,
And Jim Morrison for sticking his finger out of his pants.
I think that whole thing died with Two Live Crew when they went on trial in the 90s for indecency for their, I mean, sidebar, I don't think anyone's made crazier music since Two Live Crew in 1984.
They did Me So Horny.
Yes, that whole album.
Yeah.
But they got taken to they got arrested and for indecency or whatever what all the shit they were saying on stage. I can't remember the charge, but they beat it. They took it to the court, and the court said nope, free speech, and they finally quit like trying to do indecency laws on music and shit.
Yeah. Now you did make the challenge. You didn't know if there was any crazier music than Two Live Crew.
Yeah.
There was no mainstream crazier music. I remember growing up. That was my era of Two Yard Crew. So whenever somebody had success with something, especially when it seemed so easy, all you gotta do is cuss on a record.
Yeah.
There were so many pop-ups and so many like bootleg versions of Two Live Crew
Oh man.
that was so bad, and it was worse.
I bet.
It was worse than what Two Live Crew, because
yeah.
they had very few words in there that wasn't profanity,
Right.
and it was very graphic. I remember listening to some. My brother would bring some. Like, Jesus Christ, what is this? Like, this is
This
worse
is
than
in St.
Two Live-
Louis too, probably, right?
Yeah.
People sounding out of their trunks.
Yeah.
Two Live Crew sounded like saints compared to some of the things I heard. And sometimes these people making songs in their tub in the field,
Right. Yeah.
Like, damn.
Yeah.
Nothing but profanity. Believe me. I've heard some worse ones, but they never made it out.
Yeah, I believe that.
I love Two Live Crew. Pop that coochie. They did
Some real classics. Some real classics.
Hell yeah.
And then Luke ventured out on his own and
Mhm.
started getting it in with Doo Brown,
Yep.
which
Oh,
talking about
Doo-Doo.
taking a shit in his pants.
Yep.
Wasn't it Doo Brown?
I don't know. I don't know.
You never heard Luke?
I don't know Doo Brown.
Well, that was like the lyric. It might have been something else.
The
that-
MC
just-
Doo
I-
Brown?
I just remember him saying that over and over. Doo Brown. Doo Brown. You never heard it?
I don't think so.
You never heard it?
I have, yeah.
Oh, how do you guys not hear Doo Brown?
Doo Brown.
Oh, you know what? We won't get in trouble for license, will we?
Nah.
I think
Yeah.
it's a few seconds.
All right, let me see. You guys talk about some other
Give me
stuff.
some titles.
I'm gonna find Doo Brown by Luke Skywalker. When he broke away from Two Live Crew.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
What do you got on
It's
the
a different
scroll?
time, folks.
Yeah. I was oh yeah. I was at the gym just like 2 days ago, and some guy was on the treadmill and he was watching Ken Burns' Civil War documentary out loud,
What?
like speaker volume
Yeah.
on the treadmill. And I wrote down one of the lines that came out because it was packed too. Some line like, "And we didn't take kindly to them dark skinned folk," and you saw people be like,
What the hell, dude?
Yeah.
Oh
That's
my
a
god.
bold move at the
no
gym.
kidding.
He just keeps rewinding that line
Yeah.
over and over the whole
Yeah.
time. This guy's got problems.
Yeah.
It's called I Wanna Rock. You guys ready for it?
Oh,
yeah, let's hear a little bit of it.
Okay, I've heard this before.
This is Doo Brown?
It is Doo Brown.
I always thought that was PP Yellow.
It's called I Wanna Rock. Yeah, but the only thing they say over and over is Doo Brown.
Ah.
I Wanna Rock, but the whole thing is Doo Brown. You can see it. So,
This is back from Danny's football days.
Yeah.
oh yeah, that was some good music back then. And back then, we always used to think we can rap too. So I don't have them anymore, but we have these little cassette tapes that we would have horrible acapella rap on.
Oh, amazing.
That we thought we were gonna get discovered, and we never did.
Send that to Arista right now. Motown needs to hear this.
And in fact, I thought I was gonna make because I was a fat kid. AJ, you talked about being a fat kid, and you know a famous group back then was the Fat Boys.
Oh, the
Like,
Fat
yeah.
Boys.
all I gotta do is rap and be fat. I got that covered. I'm gonna be famous.
I can be better than these guys. And there's just one fat rap group.
The Fat Boys got this. They had their own movie, didn't they?
Disorderly.
Yeah.
That horrible movie.
Yeah.
The Fat Boys.
Yeah.
Although if you go back and look at the Fat Boys now, you're like, they're the regular boys.
They're American boys, pretty much.
Healthy young American boys.
In fact, they would change their name around to Obesity Fellas.
Obesity fellas. We don't want to talk about it anymore. We're rapping about other stuff now.
The Obesity Fellows was the white Fat Boy.
The all-white cover band.
Type 2 diabetes.
Got it.
So you gotta listen to a lot of rap growing up, man.
I definitely did, yeah. I mean,
Yeah, but rap for him growing up was like stuff when we were like in college and shit.
Oh,
Yeah.
good point.
Yeah.
So-
Good point.
like many young white Americans, my introduction was definitely like Eminem, but then from there branched to everything else, But that was kind of the in. especially-
Eminem was your like
I would-
gateway.
I would
to
say
rap?
for people my specific age, I think definitely because I basically was coming into like consciousness and listening to music right as he exploded,
Huh.
like 97, 98.
Okay.
That's right as like everything kind of went off for him. And then from there it was like 50 Cent. There was like G Unit, Young Buck, and then it started. You learn more about the different. I had to kind of backtrack. Then I was like
Right.
Biggie, Tupac,
Right.
things like that. Just worked my way backwards.
Okay.
Yeah.
I never really got too deep into like the '80s stuff. That seems like a little bit like you
That's
had
what
to be there.
it doesn't. But I started with the Beastie Boys, and I remember my sisters used to always listen to the Beastie Boys, and I just assumed they were black guys. I didn't know because it was rap.
Yeah.
Right.
And then from Beastie Boys to Snoop Dogg, Doggy Style. Then I was all West Coast. I like wouldn't even listen to New York rap because I was a hard 8th grader, baby.
Yeah.
You had your
You
alliance.
down with Death Row?
Yeah,
You down with the
yeah, I
West
was
Coast?
West Coast. And then when Snoop left, when
Alliances
when he went to
No Limit.
yeah.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, I like Master P, so I could listen to Southern
Oh
rap.
yeah, Master P. was
And
good.
all those No Limit records, which most of were terrible.
Hot garbage.
Yeah, yeah. Pumping out a lot of records that were not very
Let me hear you
good.
Matt-
go.
Yeah.
Master P made hundreds of millions of dollars
He
off the
did.
worst music of
Yeah.
all time.
He knew how to hustle.
But
Oh,
he
he
found
did it. He
like
did it.
Mystical. Oh baby.
Yeah, that's true.
Love
So
that.
none of you guys grew up on NWA? They're just
Oh, I listened to
you and me,
NWA.
that-
Oh, yeah.
that was-
that's it.
yeah.
All right.
I did. I
Oh
would,
yeah, I remember the first time I heard their first album,
Straight out of Compton.
and it was just like, oh my,
Well,
They're very-
excuse me,
They're very,
these gentlemen, ooh, these fellas are not obese.
they're very
They are quite upset about white people.
these black fellows seem to have some attitude.
Yeah,
and they're very upset at the police for
Yes.
some odd reason.
they sure are.
yeah, that must have been shocking to hear. Just the whole "fuck the police" kind of movement. Because had any of that ever been in music before then, like lyrically?
No, back then it was all about partying and dancing and talking about, I guess, the struggle in the street. Because you had the Furious Five and
Yeah.
Grandmaster Flash that
Yeah.
did their thing, and that 5-minute rap about the message. Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Broken glass everywhere. Yeah.
And that
Yeah.
There's
video,
a lot going on in that song.
yeah.
people pissing in the alley like
Yeah.
yeah. Don't care.
God damn.
That's what
They
listen
still
to
doing that
old
now.
rap.
Do-do-do-do-do-do-do.
Old rap where
Where
they're trying to be super hard, but they're also rapping like it's the 80s.
Yeah.
You're like,
Hey man, what you doing? Like, okay. Hey, soul brother, slow it down. Okay.
Yeah.
That was hard shit back then.
Yeah, it was.
They enunciated a little too well.
They did.
And they were always talking about their crews. Don't come over here
Yeah.
with my crew.
Yeah.
If you do, here's what we'll do. Like, okay.
Just the worst rhyming.
We're
Just
gonna
the
rough you
simplest
up.
shit.
That's what.
Yeah.
We don't take no guff.
Yeah.
Don't take no guff. Yeah.
Oh,
That's
shit.
I still go back and listen to Too Short sometimes because he
Yeah.
does the dirtiest raps, and his flow is terrible, and he's got like 50 albums that they all sell 1 million copies. You're like, damn.
And
Too
90% of his lyrics are a bitch.
Yeah.
Oh, yes.
bitch. Saying it different ways. Bitch. Bitch. I said bitch. Yeah. Yeah. Nut so hard blew out her neck. Like, whoa, buddy.
Yeah, he really had some deep lyrics.
Yeah.
Yeah,
He's a
really,
real thinker.
really made you think. Yeah.
Mhm.
I never
Freaky
noticed
tales.
how hard I messed up a girl's neck.
Yeah, no, he killed her.
Yeah.
AJ.
R.I.P.
Killed her.
God
Yeah.
damn.
Yeah,
freaky
East
tale.
Coast and West Coast, yeah, completely different styles. I remember Kumo D was like one of my favorite.
Oh,
records,
me
The
too.
Wild Wild West, and I think that's when the videos started getting really good. It started to match what they were talking about. Because back in the Message video,
Yeah.
if you ever saw the video for the Message,
Yeah.
if you haven't, go watch it.
It's pretty,
It was the worst video
pretty
ever.
funny.
I still remember there was a part where the guy's rapping in front of an abandoned building, and while he's rapping, there's somebody behind him, just striking poses, just random
Yeah.
poses while he's rapping, and they're just doing weird. And one time doing a pose session, the guy got confused. He didn't know what he was gonna do because he went to go look at his watch, and then he just ended up pointing. Oh yeah, watch that. That's funny. But videos got good with Kumo D.
Agreed.
What years would that have been then?
88, 89.
With Kumo D.
I heard of Kumo D. I couldn't name a single Kumo D.
Yeah.
Kumo D. Wild Wild West.
Go
No,
see the
I think
doctor.
of
I go
Will
to work.
Smith.
I go to work. Ooh,
Yeah.
classic.
Yeah, I remember that. That's all time. It's told
know.
you ain't that young, are you? 43?
Yeah.
Just enough of a difference.
Yeah, it
Just
is.
enough.
Yeah.
Because we grew up with hip hop started when we were born, basically,
Mhm.
and so we knew the whole thing. And then these guys had to catch up, so
Yeah,
they caught on at their
we
own.
were getting out of disco, going into some rap. We
That's
were getting
right.
Serious about it.
Took off that fucking polyester suit.
and put on some gold chains.
Put
no
on a
more
White Sox
$1.
hat. Look out, folks.
Yeah, the videos I remember first seeing were like that MTV, BET, later night. It was always on like a yacht, and it was always spraying champagne on girls. That was
That
like,
was key.
That was my whole. That was
That
the
was key.
beginning for me.
I mean, yeah.
Some of those videos are like, ooh,
Oh, I liked them.
Daddy needs to get some lotion for these, you know?
Well, late night they show you stuff.
Yeah,
They let you see some stuff.
Oh yeah.
they do.
When you had Sir Mix-a-Lot come out and the butt song,
Yeah.
and then you had put him on the glass. All he talked about was ass and titties. That's all he talked about.
Smart man.
She got a big butt and put him on the glass. You guys ever heard of put it on the glass?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. It was
I just looked
about
up
titties.
what the hell is his name? Mixmaster. What the fuck is his name?
I don't know.
Sure, Mix-a-Lot.
Yeah, Sir Mix-a-Lot.
Oh,
Mixmaster Flash.
Yeah. Yeah, I've seen
Make it go rapper.
Sir Master
I
Flash.
know you're talking about. God.
He's still worth like $20 million. I was happy to see that.
Nice.
Oh, how much money does he make off Baby's Got Back?
To this day,
It just
still doing
those
great.
checks come. He
Yeah.
opens his mailbox every day, and checks fly out of it
Yeah.
every day for the last 35 years. Oh,
Didn't he pass out or something at the Iowa State Fair?
Did he?
I knew he was here a few years ago.
may have
at
been
the- on
mixing
the
a little
free
too
stage.
much that
Yeah,
day.
he was mixing a lot. Mhm.
What a terrible name.
Sir Mix-a-Lot?
Yeah,
You don't like that?
That's dumb.
What would you name him?
Big butt guy.
MC Big Butt Guy.
Sir Sex a lot.
Sir Sex a lot.
Sir Mix-a-Lot is a DJ's name. He's not DJing shit. He's talking about asses.
It's true.
Fuck you, Sir Mix-a-Lot. I like that. Huh? What? All right.
The new hip hop rivalry.
Yeah. You ain't down with No Sleep? You ain't down with AJ Simmons?
You don't want people dancing around in the back of your video. They come to death row. Is Suge Knight in prison right now?
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
I would think after all that horrible shit he did, it's about time to cut.
Yeah.
Yeah, he kept
Yeah.
getting away with shit. He kept getting out. He was in and out. Then he was out and still doing shit. And
I
then,
think so.
then he ran a guy over with his car on video. It's
Yeah.
like, all right, dude.
Enough.
I think
That's
his
enough.
parole just got denied again. Something. Yeah. Just good. Probably good. Holding people. I mean, didn't he? He held Vanilla Ice over a building.
That's the
Upside-
famous rumor.
yeah.
Yeah.
That's what I heard. That's kind of like in the 5 Heartbeats, what they did to Bird.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What'd they do?
They held him over the balcony.
Oh, there you go.
You guys never seen 5 Heartbeats?
I don't. Oh.
Not in a long time.
But you know what I'm talking about.
Yeah,
This
yeah.
Big Red held him over the balcony.
Mhm.
Yeah. So they must have got that off real life. So they
Maybe.
do it in a movie. If you haven't seen it, go check out 5 Heartbeats. Really good. Oh,
It is really good.
Yeah.
yeah. Temptations, Flash.
That's kind of. Yeah. I know
Robert
what
Townsend.
it's about. Yeah.
Really good movie.
What happened to Robert Townsend? He played the girl's dad in The Bear.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
That's the first time I'd seen him.
But I was
in-
like, oh, he's still kicking.
yeah.
What's
He-
the bear?
The Bear, the show about the cook on FX. It's about they turn a sandwich shop into a fancy restaurant.
We have 2 different movie collections.
It's a TV show.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ooh, that might even be a good thing. What if we sit down? We're gonna develop some shit, me and you.
Mm-hmm.
What if we sit
Yeah, you guys
down-
got a development deal going on with
we sit down and we just watch a show. You show me a movie and I watch the movie you watch and I fucking critique it. And I watch you show you a movie I watch and you critique
I don't
it.
want to watch Overboard again, Daddy. I've already watched it 5 times.
I don't want to watch Dirty Debutantes. Enough, Toe. I'm tired of watching it. Yeah, she gets fucked. We get it.
Overboard.
Uh,
She
They tried-
falls off the boat and like has amnesia or something.
Mhm.
Okay. I think I've seen it in passing before.
She was so mean to Kurt Russell, and then
she was so mean to Kurt
did.
Russell, it was okay to kidnap her and have her raise his kids.
Right. After A traumatic brain injury.
Yeah.
And she was like, you know
Classic.
what? This was okay. And her memory comes back and she goes, this was all right. You seem like a nice guy and I like all these horrible kids.
Yeah.
That is proof of Stockholm syndrome.
Yes. Yeah.
Do they live on a boat?
No, she lives on a boat.
Oh, okay.
And that's where she went overboard from.
And if you think that was horrible, they tried to do a remake of it.
They did.
Yeah. Who was even in that?
This
one?
time a man
the
falls
dude,
off a
yeah.
boat. And Anna Faris is Kurt Russell.
Yeah, it was not good.
I haven't actually seen it. Danny's only seen that one 4 times.
I didn't like it. I knew it after the second time. I didn't like it.
One more time to be sure.
Yeah. What are you watching right now, other than Overboard, Danny?
Overboard in Christian movies.
I've been going backwards to watch old stuff. Like, in fact, this will get you right here. I've been watching like Roku TV,
Okay.
and Roku has all the old shit. When I
Oh
say
man,
old shit,
it's crazy.
18, and I was watching Knight Rider. Those are
Oh,
the 2 TV shows.
nice.
And I thought about this, man. If you don't believe in white privilege, watch Knight Rider. He had no more than a goddamn fancy car and a leather jacket.
Yeah.
He fighting crime and
Yeah.
all this other shit. Dude, you gonna get shot. You don't even have a vest.
Yeah. High speed
A
pursuit.
leather coat and a fancy car.
Invisible to the police.
And he is out there fighting crime. Kit was the main star of the show. All he did was drive. He didn't have to drive it. He literally was just Kit's puppet. He
Yep.
didn't have to. Kit could drive himself.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's true.
He was just rolling around.
Kit was smarter than him too. Kit got him out of all sorts of jams. That was the whole
Michael
thing.
Knight.
Michael, look out! The little lights going back. You're like, oh shit, the lights going back and forth.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
Yep. Just going around saving crime. Just
The
being
car was
away,
Mr.
dude.
Feeney from Boy Meets World.
Was that the person's voice?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I didn't know that. A little Knight Rider trivia going on.
I can't remember the actor's name, but I do know that he was the teacher from Boy Meets World.
In fact, here's another proof of white privilege. You remember the movie TV show Bewitched?
Yeah.
Bewitched.
Yep.
She is powerful as hell.
Yep.
She can do anything she wants.
Just a wiggle her nose.
That's all she has to do. She can turn you into a lizard.
Oh,
She can make
this
you
was
freeze.
this was like a setup for mini TV shows back.
It-
I Dream of Jeannie.
Yep, it was.
Oh, the
But-
hottest lady ever is here to do your bidding, master.
But the killer part
You're like,
is,
oh, you're annoying.
he could. I'm so gay. He's very gay.
Boring.
Yeah.
And pretty much just flash forward to what we're all thinking. It's so unreal. Just go back, fucker, and then let's end
Yeah.
the series. Done.
Yeah. Follow the fucking Castaway rule and show us some fucking,
Yeah.
some masturbating.
It applies to a lot of stuff.
Yeah. We're sick of thinking about it.
Yeah.
Show us your tits.
I tried to show
us your
a
tits.
6-year-old girl. I was like, oh, I've loved I Dream of Jeannie when I was a little kid. My sister, it was always on reruns. I was like, Everly will love I Dream of Jeannie. And she's like, don't master. And I was like, maybe not. Maybe we don't watch this. A girl in bikini calling man master.
Maybe we don't watch this.
yeah. Yeah, I was like,
Not quite as wholesome as I thought it was.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like all them old TV shows, man. It's like I never understood. I used to always watch my dad watch westerns and all these old TV shows. It's like, why is he watching all the new stuff that's out there? Watch new stuff. It's just nostalgic. You just kind of sit there and
It happens.
I'm getting older. And it's like I remember these shows. It takes me to a good time, and I watch them. And watching them now, they're so corny.
Oh, yeah.
Oh my goodness, they're so corny. Like, do you realize the A-Team shot like machine guns and guns at people 24/7 on that show and missed every time?
Yeah.
What kind of special unit was you that you couldn't even hit the people you were shooting at?
But Mr. T was throwing people through the air.
Oh, yeah.
And they always had the undershot of the guy flying.
Yeah.
That was their big move. You're like, nice.
Or they'd jump
BA
off
is
something.
tossing dudes.
There's another white privilege is that the only black guy on the show, they had to give him poison milk every time they wanted him to fly in a plane.
And not only that, why did he always have to drive? Can't somebody else take a turn? Like
I
I'm
don't know.
shuffling you white dudes around. I gotta drive every
Yes,
goddamn
yes,
where.
yes.
I'm the heavy.
And the A team was a rich old dude, a good looking white dude, a crazy white dude, and a black dude.
Yep.
That's it.
And the black dude was the problem most of the time.
We need to go down here and
Come
talk
on,
about
Mr. T.
Yeah.
bad
I love
attitude.
I fucking love the A team so much.
Yeah.
Solve problems by welding a van together.
Oh yeah.
Make a tank out of this. Or yeah, it was just, and they always had to look through a little slit
Mm-hmm.
in whatever sheet of metal they were driving in at the time.
Now, I don't mind looking through a little slit. You know what I'm saying? That's not a bad thing. They were the MacGyvers before MacGyvers.
Yeah.
They would always find a way to get out of stuff. Yeah. I love the A-Team, dude. It's a good little old show. So
Yeah, and that shit is on Roku TV 24/7.
Yeah.
it is. They play it on repeat.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So old shows. What you guys watching nowadays?
Just watched Severance. Watch that on Apple TV.
What is up with you watching movies? I have no.
That's a
clue.
TV
What
show.
are these? Severance.
It's,
What's that about?
It's about all these white people. It's about people.
That's every
people
movie. What's your
go
point?
to. When they go to work, their memory is wiped, so that when they're at work, all they know is work.
Yeah.
And when they're outside of work, they don't know anything about what they did at work.
Ooh.
And then it turns out that for the people at work, it's basically hell, because every time they get on the elevator to leave work, the next thing they know, they're back on the elevator going back to work.
Wow.
And then it delves into like all the complicated shit that comes from that. It's pretty damn good.
Yeah, I think you got Danny
I
on
loved
the
it.
hook here.
Yeah.
I think I might be with Alex. I might have to read to find out what's so interesting.
Yeah,
about that,
right.
'cause
Yeah.
That is over my head.
Yeah,
Oh, that's a lot.
it was fantastic. Just finished.
Is it over?
Yeah, just the second season ended like a week ago.
I don't do that.
Oh, you don't do that?
I don't. I refuse.
This is why you like these old shows.
I do.
Yeah,
I refuse to watch a show that's still like being made
yeah.
because
I know. I always want to resist. I'm like, let's just wait till it's all done and out.
Yep.
There's plenty of other things I can watch.
I'm with you because
Yeah,
I made
stuff to,
I
like,
made
overboard.
the mistake of watching
Yeah.
a show. And it only had one season, and they
Yeah.
left it on a cliff. Thanks for
Yeah.
not coughing
Yeah.
in my face.
Yeah.
I appreciate that. Jesus Christ.
Mm.
Well, yeah, I seen this one show. It was really good. It had like Seth, the dude that laughs and does.
Seth Rogen.
Is it Seth Rogen?
I don't. Yeah.
Oh, I'm
Say
thinking about
Seth
Joe
and the
Rogan.
dude
Yeah,
that laughs.
yeah, Seth Rogen. Yep. So him, and there was some other famous actors and actresses in it. And it was Freaks and Geeks. That's the name of it.
Oh yeah.
And
Oh,
I liked
yeah,
it. I thought
only
it was
one
cool.
season.
It was
Yeah,
set in
I
the
love
70s and
that
all this
show.
other stuff.
Mhm.
They left it on a cliffhanger. The girl went to college, and the dude was trying to figure his way out in like junior high or something. And they was like, "Oh, okay, cool. What's season 2? I'm waiting to see what." They was like, "This show was made like 10 years ago.
Yeah.
Like, you gotta be kidding me." I was so irritated and so disappointed. Like, I like the show.
Yeah, it started like 100 careers.
Yeah.
No shit.
James
Yeah.
Franco, Seth Rogen.
And they just canceled the goddamn thing. So I don't watch shows unless it's like deep or either over.
Or yeah, like with the A Team or all those old shows.
Yeah.
Every episode is a self-contained.
Yeah.
You don't need to keep watching
it's
it
not
to know what's going
serialized.
on. Yeah.
Yeah.
There's going to be a montage where they build the thing in the middle of the show.
Yeah. And this week, the A team is helping a lady
Yeah.
get back at her mean ex husband that stole everything. And then next week, they're going to be fighting the United States Marines.
Yep.
You're like, perfect.
And
I don't need to know.
But I have a
Episode to
problem
episode.
where when I start watching a show that's already finished, that'll be the only thing I watch for like 2 weeks.
the end of it.
No, I'll watch the whole thing.
Oh,
like
yeah,
I'll
yeah.
like
You're
I'll be like,
binging.
oh, I started watching this, and now that's all I like. It's the only thing I watch in my few hours of TV a day. I'll just be like, oh, I'll just watch 8 episodes of this or whatever, and then I'm not watching. Then I don't watch anything else.
Oh, yeah.
So I don't know. You know.
I think
Yeah.
that's pretty normal.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I the times I've been actually engaged with the show that's coming out in real time, it is kind of fun just to have the new episode to talk about with people every week.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's something I like, but yeah, I don't really watch anything though. You know?
I say
It's not for you.
Yeah.
That's pretty assuming that you think I talk to people. So yeah.
That's true.
That's white privilege.
What about you, Alex? What you been watching?
Yeah.
I've been
Local
watching
news.
the like you wouldn't believe. The Righteous Gemstones restarted. So I watched a
Are these
lot.
seasons out?
Yeah, just started a couple weeks ago. So I went back and watched some of the old ones. It's been like maybe a year and a half since the last season. That show is so fucking good. Oh, and also that reminds me, Danny McBride, he's the one that makes that show and he stars in it. He's been out since the new season is out. He's been out like on a press junket doing all the podcast interviews and stuff. And everyone he's been on, he's given a gift to the host. It's a dick laser. It's what it's called. It's a laser pointer, but it shines a dick on the people.
Yeah.
Oh,
So he's been
yeah.
showing everyone, and they've showed all these clips, and they're online and stuff. And like last week, I'm like, oh my God, that's hilarious. And I bought one, and it's right here. I'm like, I got to get one of these things because instead of a red dot, it shines a fucking dick on people. I'm like, I need to take this to Mike's for when people get crazy
Oh my god.
and they're on stage acting crazy. And you just hit them with the fucking, oh, it's too bright.
Do the fridge. Well, why are you pointing at me all of a sudden? He says too fucking bright. Jesus
It's
Christ.
too bright.
Hold it like close to your pants.
Yeah, put on your pants.
Yeah.
So it'll be
Like if it's real close to you, maybe it'll.
It's too
no.
close.
right.
It's too
I
bright.
sacrifice. Go for my shirt. See if it shows up on my shirt.
Oh.
Nothing. Are you pointing?
Oh, I see it on your belly.
Don't put it on my
There
stomach.
it is. That's right where he wanted it, Alex. That's what he told me last time.
Put it on my stomach. Oh, that's cool.
There we go.
Perfect.
Money
Dick
well
laser.
spent.
Yeah.
Oh, that's funny.
So I'll be taking that to Mike's.
Very nice.
Yeah, that definitely works good in a dark club.
Dick laser.
That's nice.
That was my nickname in high school.
What, Dick?
Dick Laser.
Man, I've been doing good buying dumb shit online lately.
Thank
know?
you. Thank you.
Got it.
Shiloh's doing good with the sample board. now.
Yes.
Killing it over there.
God damn. Do you all know what ASMR is?
Yes.
You older fellas, you know
I
what
do
that is,
not,
Danny?
no.
I don't know what it actually stands for, but if you watch any of those TikToks and stuff, when people will show like a bottle of shampoo and they'll click their nails on it and they're making these little noise, it's like these certain types of noises that are supposed to trigger something in your brain that makes you like feel good, kind of horny, stuff like that. The funny thing about ASMR is that it didn't really come around until recently. So I always thought that was like a superpower of mine where I was like, not anyone can get horny at the eye doctor.
yeah.
If I showed you videos, I think you would sort of know what we were talking about a little. But
I used to have a friend of mine explain his spy tech equipment to me and just sit
Spy
there.
tech.
You remember spy tech?
Oh, yeah.
And I would just sit there and be like falling asleep like I was watching Bob Ross.
yeah,
There's something about listening to him be like, yeah, these are my vision goggles, blah, blah, blah.
Did you say Bob Ross, like the painter?
Mm-hmm.
I love that show.
Oh, yeah, that's
Yeah.
basically ASMR.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
It could
The
be
sound of it is so soothing.
yeah, it's like
Yeah.
a soothing,
Yeah. It's
comforting type of thing.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like ways that people speak, and it's sometimes it can be like little noises, like
Like hypnosis?
a little bit almost.
Huh.
Like, yeah.
Yeah, but I thought it was a super. I was like, this is great.
Yeah.
This is the thing I get to do.
Yeah, 'cause I would go to the
Just
doctor and
me.
they'd be like looking at the chart and be like, "Oh yeah," and then they would like get in your little pulse or putting
Yeah.
the thing on you. I'd be like,
Sir, you have a visible erection.
"Yeah."
I was hoping you'd see it.
But there's a whole world. I mean, people are making millions off this ASMR. shit
Yeah.
now.
Oh, yeah.
Really?
Just talking into my.
Like,
Yeah, a little like,
Hi, my name is Danny.
mhm.
Well,
Yeah,
that's good to know. I didn't know that.
I'll send you some links.
Yeah.
later.
Hook me up.
we got a clip?
You never had any experiences like that, Danny? You never been at like the doctor and just felt sort of like comforted in a way, you know?
Yeah, I think my second time here on the podcast, I got a hard on just out of nowhere. It's something that you guys were talking about.
Yeah.
So it's happened
Yeah.
before.
Yeah, for sure. Boredom boner.
Most people that listen to this podcast, I hear the same thing from them.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah.
It's kind of an ASMR experience.
Mhm.
No, I can't say just randomly just getting a hard on. And just like some people talk about getting like a hard on.
I don't know if that's exclusive to ASMR, but
Yeah. It's more.
the
It can be.
male
It can be
experience.
like soothing, also.
yeah, it'll like make you sleepy, kind of.
Yeah.
But there's also like there's definitely overtones or undertones of sexualness in it. At least a lot of the YouTube stuff, you know.
And people do this on purpose.
Yeah,
Why?
it's something to do. It's like an ear pleasure.
Why do they
thing.
want people walking around with hard dicks? I don't get it. Is that what it's all about? I'm just playing music.
I think
and
at the
making
end of the
noise?
day, it is.
Yeah,
If we're all being honest.
when we get down to brass
Yeah.
tacks,
Yeah,
I mean,
I
that's
think-
kinda-
I want
We
everybody
cut
walking
all the
around with a hard on.
bullshit. Oh, it lowers my heart rate. You're getting a boner.
But it's
Yeah.
kind of the same thing in my like. I like watching zit popping videos.
Yeah.
It's sort of. It's just like a
That
thing.
gets your dick hard? Watching
No,
dicks get
but it's
popped?
like where my brain is like. My brain is like. Yeah.
My turn.
Yeah.
I'm gonna pop.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yay. He did it.
Yes.
I'm a fuck man for real.
Oh my god.
You don't have any videos. You don't like pimple popping videos.
Well, I do. I thought you
People
was talking
power
about-
washing.
No, where
patios.
it's like more like it can't like it can be sexual, but it can also just be like where it's like soothing, where you're like watch like something like listening to a certain person talk like makes you really relaxed
like an audio
or
book.
tired. Yeah.
No,
Like sitting on the
no. I'm not agreeing with this. I'm not going with this. This don't make sense. Popping pimples and whispering in people's ears.
Yeah.
Hard on.
Yeah, yeah.
No, that's not my
well, when you
life.
put it like
I'd
that.
be like, Sarah, get out the tweezers and whisper in my ear.
Yeah.
Daddy is
We're
in
getting
the
crazy
mood.
tonight. Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
It's ASMR night.
So you tell wait. So the pimple popping has nothing to do with hard on. That's something separate, right?
Yeah, where it's just like something
As far as we
it like
know,
clicks
yeah.
my brain into like a soothe where I'm like I can't stop watching it.
Yeah.
Like I'm like it's just I find it relaxing. to
Yeah, I
look
mean, I watched it before, but I don't think I can turn it off. It's not like Pringles. It's not like I got to keep going.
yeah.
So yeah,
Do you like the sound of rain?
if I'm not outside, I do.
Yeah.
If I'm outside, I don't like the sound of
You
rain.
know,
Then
well-
I'm wet.
It'll make you like sleepy, kind of.
Yeah.
It's kind of like that a little.
Oh, you know what? Take it back. The fan.
there we go.
Yeah.
The fan.
Like
be,
white noise is kind of
Yeah.
almost ASMR.
Why
in a
got to be
way.
white?
Yeah.
Hey,
Well, I mean, hey.
ho, 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 hey. Hey, Danny, we're all trying to have fun here.
Yeah. Doo doo brown noise.
Compared to a black noise, would you be? Hey, motherfucker! Hey, get up! Get up, motherfucker! Hey!
That's less relaxing,
So,
honestly.
so white noises would be anything soft and mellow that relaxes you, and then black noise would be anything that's loud and abrasive, like, "Hey, motherfucker, you
Black-
talking to me?"
Black noise is early 80s rap.
Yeah. Or smoke detector noise.
Yeah.
That is so funny because the thing is, I talked to my family, and sure enough, I've heard that as a thing. And at first, I didn't get it. Like there was a clip that somebody says, like, "Hey, how do you know when you're at a black person's house?" And then it'd just be a person sitting there, and then
Chirp.
yeah, I didn't even realize the chirp. I'm waiting for him to say something or do something, and something to happen.
You're like,
Yeah.
yeah.
And then it flips to another black person, and then the same thing. Like, what the fuck is going on? Why are these people just sitting here and whatever? So I had to go to the comments, like, what is going on? Like replace the battery or do this, blah blah blah. It's like, oh. So then I go in. It's like, oh,
How
it's
can
a,
you live like that?
it's a chirp in each one of them. Like, oh, okay.
yeah.
Yeah.
And then my
Didn't even register.
smoke alarm beeped.
Yeah.
I get it.
Yeah.
I get it. I couldn't overhear it over my own chirp. Like, that was normal to me. So
Yeah.
that was nothing new. So.
That's just the hallway noise.
Yeah. It just does that. Who gives
Everybody's
a
hallways
shit?
make that noise.
Like, why is it so quiet in here? What's going on? Yeah. So yeah, well, I guess yes, those are noises. The fan would be the one I could think of, but
yeah.
pimple popping, huh?
Not the noise from pimple popping.
You don't like that?
I mean, I do like that, but I just,
You know what I did? I will say there's another one. You talking about gross stuff, and once again, I see it. I don't think I would want to like go search it out, but it was like this tube that somebody had that you can like put it on your nose or your skin. It sucks pores,
Oh,
like,
yeah.
like
oh yeah,
All the
whatever
pus comes out of your
yeah,
pores.
it's something that it pulls out, and it's all on the machine while they're doing it or whatever, and they throw it away.
yeah.
So yeah, it's sucking something out their face or their nose.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So yeah, I watch gross stuff too.
Good.
I don't really enjoy it. I watch it because
Yeah.
I'm curious, but then
Yeah.
I'll just keep watching it and say, "Oh, that feels good."
Yeah.
I got a boner now.
Yeah, are you saying your dick isn't super hard while you're watching zit popping videos?
It is not.
Okay.
What a weirdo.
Yeah.
But when the fan is going, it's like, oh.
Yeah, that's kind of nice.
Am I the only person that did like I'm pretty sure I'm not, but I'm guessing like when it's really cold or either when it's really hot or something like that, you get from under the covers just to face like it being really cold, just to get back under the covers and be super warm. Of
course.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
That's solid gold in the morning. Like 6 o'clock, you open the blanket, so cold. Oh, you wrap it back around.
Yeah.
I'm not getting out yet.
You do it on purpose just to get the difference.
I need to feel the rush.
Yeah.
I'm going
That's
back
what
to
I
sleep.
used to set I would set an alarm for like 4:30 a.m. just to be like, "Oh no." And then be like, "Oh, I don't have to wake up yet."
You're
go
like,
back to
oh, I'm
sleep.
such a little trickster. I'm like, I
Yeah.
love you, me. And
Are you back at work, by the way?
I got 3 days off. I'm back at work. Yeah.
Okay. So you back at work.
Yep.
Back on the road, jacking it off while you're
Yep.
driving. Huh?
Yep, that's right.
I remember that.
his legs straight out.
Yep. Yep. What? I got
Going
one
off the
against the
cliff.
windshield. Yep.
Now I know.
Yeah.
Now I know with most comedy, it gets to a point where there's some reality and then you exaggerate some truth.
Yeah.
Did you jack off while driving?
Not at my current job.
Sustained, Your Honor.
Yeah,
Sustained.
yeah. But ironically, when I was delivering wood, guess what? I'd get there and be like, "Special delivery."
So when you got to that point, were you just bored, or did you see like a past customer that got you in the mood? Like what?
No, it was more
urged
out
you?
of spite for the
Spite?
company I worked for. Yeah, where it's
Bite
like,
boner. Wow,
Yeah.
that's a powerful boner.
Yeah.
where it was like, I'm gonna do this on company time. Wow, yeah, just to fuck them, just to be like, fuck you.
Literally fuck them.
Yeah.
Okay.
Hmm.
And they never found out.
No,
Just covering wood.
not
with
till my later
all the-
podcasting
Yeah.
days.
Not until they open the glove box.
And they're here, guys. Come on in, guys. Come on.
Tolls for
Yeah.
former employees.
Yeah. Yep.
Did you do anything else to get at them to be petty? I mean, I know you jacked up all over their products, but what
be
else did
petty.
you do?
Ooh, doing petty stuff at work. That's a good
I don't
question.
think I really did. I mean, I called in sick once a month to like where I had it timed out to be like, ooh, it's been four weeks. I'm calling in sick today.
Yes,
And
sir.
then the only job I ever got fired from, and it was after they made me unload an entire semi truck full of cabinets.
Uh,
They were like,
Jesus
we're
Christ.
gonna have a meeting with you, but first do this.
huh.
And I did that. And then they're like, oh, sorry, you're fired.
Oh,
Yeah.
oh,
And I was like,
Out of spite, I would put all of
yo.
those right back in
Yeah,
the truck.
Yeah.
I'd throw them in there.
Yeah.
Oh man, that
Oh
sucks.
yeah.
Yeah, that job fucking sucked.
I think the only thing I remember doing at a job I really didn't like is I would probably go to the bathroom 20 times a day.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
And that's the one loophole I found out. It's like, you can't do anything. You can't tell me not to use the bathroom. You know how illegal that would be if they tell you not to use the bathroom? You can always complain, oh, I got, stomach issues or either I got to pee or whatever else. It's like, you can't do nothing about it.
Mhm.
You can't time me and tell me, oh, you got to get
Yeah.
off.
Although at Amazon, people were pissing in bottles and pissing themselves on the floor and
Oh,
shit
why?
because they weren't allowed to take bathroom breaks.
What?
Yeah.
Can you do that?
Like,
I don't think you can do that.
Well, that you
I
can't,
don't think
but
it's
they
legal.
are.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But you can say it and just be like,
I remember taking an ill bathroom break at work and just going to sleep in the stall.
I did that once.
You got to figure out the right angle to just tilt your head on the wall, put your arm on the fucking toilet paper, and you're like, I can do this. Yeah. It's a little shut eye. It's an hour after lunch, I'm no good.
Yeah.
I'm no good. Just let me take a little nap.
I don't think I ever did. Have you guys done anything like that? Something spiteful at work?
I've definitely whacked off at a lot of jobs.
Oh,
Not out of spite.
wow.
It was never out of spite.
Yeah.
Just kind of,
Just kind of feeling it.
Yeah.
The vibes were right.
yeah.
This gravy's looking good, Golden Corral.
I'll be right back.
I gotta go make some homemade gravy.
Yeah. Oh shit.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah.
Did you ever jack off at work?
Oh, of course, yeah.
Really?
You never did?
No.
Wow. Shit, Danny.
Come on,
I feel
Danny.
like I'm missing out.
You are.
You're trying to stay awake during the day,
Oh my goodness.
A little afternoon delight.
Okay. I guess I've saved all my time for home. I guess
Yeah.
I never thought.
Oh, there's
I've never
plenty
done
of
that.
time for
Yeah.
that.
I mean, home's the best place to
Sure.
do it.
You don't really have a job that's conducive to whacking off at work either.
That is very
Yeah.
true.
Yeah.
I know.
Like,
I
oh,
You'd be arrested.
Yeah. Hello, Vice Principal.
Occupied.
I'm just taking my break.
Yeah, that would not work.
Yeah.
Nah.
Yeah.
Huh. I gotta remember that for time to come. or
Yeah.
something,
Take
but
that one. Take that one with
Yeah.
you.
Yeah.
I might just try it in public places or something like that. Not in public, but
Yeah.
like in like somewhere else. Maybe I go to the mall and go to the food court, the bathroom.
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
Exactly.
see what can happen.
Yeah.
You look at that. A lot of men have said that.
Hey,
Let's go to the food court and whack off, see what happens.
AJ and Toad said this is the move, so let me see what all the fun is about. Let me see what's going on here. Test it out.
I'm gonna go eat at the Penis Express. Oh boy.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe one of those things I shouldn't have admitted to in hindsight.
Yeah, I just talked about how Sarah was like, your daughters will be listening to this in the future. I'm like, oh yeah,
Yeah. Well, she's gonna know.
yeah.
Pretty smart guys we are.
Is there really anything you can really hide from people nowadays, to be honest?
No.
Not really.
And why do you
What's the
really
point?
want to hide
Yeah.
things?
Yeah.
If anything, I
It
would.
felt good to get that out, if I'm honest with you.
Yeah.
That's what Danny's gonna be saying at the mall.
They were right.
Yeah.
That's
Damn
good. Felt good to get that out of there.
Yeah. There's a freedom that comes with it, a man with nothing to lose.
That's right.
I'm going to feel alive for once.
That
Uh,
would be an entertaining thing to
mhm.
try and experience. I just got to
Yeah.
time it out right.
You do. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, there's definitely like a danger and intrigue to it as well. You're on a timer a bit.
I think I try when I get a lot older. Then I can just claim ignorance. Like I didn't know what I
Yeah.
was doing.
What?
I thought
Get
I was
outta here.
home.
Yeah, I thought I was home.
I'm at the mall. How did I get here? I can just blame it on being old.
Yeah.
Think people have a chance. Oh, we got April Fool's Day coming up.
Yeah, you blame it on that too.
That's right.
April Fool.
Yeah.
I wasn't jacking off.
It's a joke. What? What?
Man, no one can take a joke anymore.
Tired of this woke stuff.
Everyone's so politically correct.
Yeah, my 3 white friends said they do it all the time.
Well, they're white and they can do that. Get your ass in the back.
Yeah.
I had this ideal of if anybody wanted to, like, you know how you got confessional for Catholic people or whatever, but if you wanted to get anything off your chest, you just always do it April 1st. So
There
if
you go.
you're doing something like, boss, just let you know, I
I am whacking off at work.
Yeah.
I'm whacking off at work.
For your
100%.
your quarterly review.
Or last week I called in sick and I wasn't sick. He was like, "You weren't April Fools." I'm lying.
Yeah.
But you got off your chest. Like, remember I told you April 1st, I told you I wasn't coming to work.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought you were joking. Like, no, it's the truth.
That's the truth.
Yeah.
So you can't fire me for being honest.
Yeah.
I told you.
And I was
We
really
both
whacking
getting
off.
fired. He knew I was whacking off and took the day off. He knew it. I told him. April 1st, 2025. I told him.
On the record.
Goddamn.
Yeah, we got to take advantage of that day a lot more. I'm slowly
coming
starting
up.
to sink in this couch.
Tomorrow.
See, I'm starting to think that. I get so relaxed around you guys.
Yeah.
Put the old arm out. Hey, you cut your beard off last time too. Why'd you cut your beard off that one day?
Because I
It's a
You
good
guys know why you cut it off?
Yep.
Was
Oh,
he
yeah.
trying to separate himself from you guys, the bearded guys?
I'm trying to stand out from these two. They're bringing me down. And then I shave my beard off.
Oh
I'm
shit!
like,
I just realized that all three of you guys have beards. Did I talk about that last time?
I don't know. I got it. Sometimes I don't
Do
have.
you
a
have
beard.
to have a beard to fucking be your friends? Is that what we got to do?
Yeah.
well, you have to be a bearded white guy to get a podcast. That's just how it works.
Yeah.
Okay.
So,
Through the state.
you know, it's a licensing thing.
Okay. All right.
Kim Reynolds insisted on it.
So why'd you cut your beard off? Was it a dare?
No, I'm like, I haven't done it in so long. Let's just see what's going on under there. And I said, okay, and that's enough of that. And a few weeks later, I got my little babies back. I'm like, oh, we got just enough to trick everyone again. No one knows. Yeah, no one knows.
Yeah,
No one remembers that.
You grow hair fast. It was just like a last week or something that it was shaved off. You look.
It was a few
naked.
weeks ago.
Was it?
Yeah.
You had a naked face. I almost didn't recognize you.
Yeah, it was terrifying. I know. It was something.
You know, it'd be terrifying. A black dude with no facial hair.
Yeah.
That's weird looking. That is
I agree.
not normal. Gross. Yeah, black dude with no facial hair. Run. 'Cause something ain't right.
Yeah.
Yes.
How do you decide on your facial hair, Danny?
What do you mean? How did I decide on it?
Like, how'd you choose the goatee, or did it choose you?
I chose the goatee because unlike you guys, I can't wear a beard. I mean, black hair is a lot more coarse. At least mine is. Like, it really starts to itch like really bad when it gets too long. Like, I tried to do like a beard, like everybody has to cool comb and you get to oil it up and you look like tough.
Yeah.
And it's like I tried to grow it, and within like a week or two, it was so itchy. I felt like I had crabs in it. It's like, I gotta cut this. You know what crabs feel like.
Yeah,
You know what I'm
yeah.
talking about. So I had to cut it off and just like be naked. And then I tried to do the mustache. My wife didn't like it. She said, "You look weird. Don't wear just a mustache by itself." And then even one time I was being adventurous. I thought I was being cool. I did the white dude handlebars where I cut off.
Oh,
the
yeah.
Yeah.
on
That
the
is
side.
adventurous.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that looked stupid. And so it's just like I just fell into it. And I mean, this is like the hairstyle of 90% of black men is the goatee.
Nice.
And in fact, this is not the goatee. It's actually a Fu Manchu, or some they call it. Yeah, I seen something where they were talking about a lot of people misconceive this as a goatee, and it's actually a Fu Manchu because a goatee is the little like soul patch with something else. It was very technical stuff. It's like, dude, it's a goatee.
Very technical
And
stuff.
it's like, I don't know the difference. Fu Manchu, goatee is what I wear. So
Yeah.
that's how I rocked it. I fell into it because people tell me the other ones look stupid. So, by
All right.
public opinion, that's what happened. That story was fucking boring as shit. But you guys stuck with it to the end.
Yeah.
Alex even tried to hype it up every once in a while with a
Yeah.
ooh.
Oh,
okay.
Nice.
When will he
Tell me
stop
more. Yeah.
talking? Jesus Christ. That's what we want to talk about. Black dude's facial
You want us to
hair.
interrupt you halfway
Tell me
through?
more.
I am riveted.
Where's that baby? Bring that baby.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
That would have sewn this whole thing together.
Yeah, so that's the story of my facial hair.
No, I
Hey, Dick,
respect
how
it.
did you fall on a beard?
I went through a few phases. I was
A
anti
few faces.
through a few phases. I was anti beard for a long time. I thought it was a fat man's trick, and so
Well, it is.
it is,
Yeah.
and that's why I've embraced it now. But I did sort of almost like Alex's length for a long time, where it was more just the light beard, and then really just I think this fall and winter, I started going with the longer beard, and then here I am. I like it. Now I'm attached to it.
The beard is really
Yeah.
growing on you.
Yes.
Ding-ting.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah. So that's my beard story.
Oh, I still remember that one time you cut yours off on air. Like
Yep,
you cut
yep.
it off and then you like smelted
Yeah,
it.
I did.
Or
Yeah.
glued it on your face
Yeah.
or some other
What?
weird.
We were gonna make soup out of it.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And you know who used to do the craziest shit? Tom Green. You guys remember
Yeah.
Tom Green? I remember there was an episode where Tom Green was kind of new to the scene where he did just outrageous things. He had somebody like cut their hair on his show. He dipped it in Vaseline so it was stuck, and he started sticking it to his face.
Yeah.
And then he started taking the hair that he didn't stick to his face and start putting it in his mouth. And I'm thinking to myself, this is crazy. This dude literally is just putting hair, and it was so gross. But it was like I kept watching because he just did crazy stuff.
Yeah.
I think, didn't he?
You want to watch? You should watch his. He just came out with a documentary.
it's really good.
It is.
Yeah.
Yeah,
about his craziness?
yeah.
About
his
how
whole
he
career.
came
I
up.
will.
Yeah, because his start is really interesting, and he's won a Canadian Rapper Award.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
He
he's
was-
got a Canadian Music Award.
He was the jackass for the jackass.
He
before
was,
the
and they
Jackass.
acknowledged there. A lot of those
Oh,
guys
did
are
they?
in the documentary,
Eric
acknowledging that he is like the GOAT. He's like basically started all of that.
Yeah,
stuff.
that
Yeah.
dude was
I
crazy.
forgot about how huge he was. I
Yeah.
don't know how I forgot that because he was just he was everywhere for a while, just nuts.
Yep.
Yeah, he did anything.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember one of my favorite ones I ever saw him do was the man on the street type interviews, but he would take a little piece of dog shit and he would smear it on like the mic.
Yeah.
And so people would like, but he'd ask some curious questions.
Yeah.
He'd be like, "What do you think about the busing policy
Yeah.
in Boston or like whatever?"
Yeah.
Yeah.
I try to answer seriously.
Yeah.
Just so simple,
That's
so
great.
funny. Yeah.
And
And that's very, I mean, yeah, Jackass literally does that kind of stuff, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think he's seen as the forefather of Eric
Oh,
Andre,
absolutely.
Jackass,
Yeah.
so many things.
Oh yeah, and if I'm not wrong, I think he was the one who actually did. Like they were driving across country doing something. It was a dead moose. He just
Yeah.
got out and just started humping it.
Oh, yeah,
Just
that's
like
right.
why?
Yeah.
Why you like humping a dead moose?
Yeah.
Canadians, man.
Yeah, he did crazy stuff. Yep, Tom
Mhm.
Green.
Yeah, that I remember, like when he got his MTV show, I was old enough to like know what was kind of happening at that point. I remember, especially as a kid that age, loving it because I mean
Yeah.
it's like a
Crazy.
kid show almost. I mean, it's pure just chaos the whole time. He'd be like at a desk hosting, and then he would just start breaking it apart or whatever.
Mhm. Was that Eminem's first big hit? My bum is on your lips. My bum is on your lips. Where he quoted Tom Green.
Yeah,
Was
Yeah.
that? I don't know if that
Yeah.
was his first hit, but it was
Yeah.
from his first album, I think.
yeah. I think
Yeah.
Slim Shady or Marshall Mathers LP, one of those first two.
Yeah, I remember him making a reference about how MTV wanted to ban him or tell him stuff he couldn't do, but yet still it's okay for Tom Moose to hump a dead moose.
Yeah.
Something like that. Good
Tom
point.
Green, Hump a Dim. Yeah, I think that's right before. My mama's on your lips. My
Yeah.
mama's on your lips.
You're like the Eminem guru. You're like the spokesperson.
The first couple albums,
He
yeah,
brought
I
you
mean,
into it.
Middle America, White Kids,
Mhm.
nothing that, and the Cha Cha Slide, my friend. And maybe Cotton Eye Joe is third.
There's this
Hey,
white
Oh
shit.
man.
I would tear up a YMCA dance floor with that. Yeah, it's good shit.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, what were like? Did you have, I guess, like popular dances that everyone did at school dances back in your day?
Ooh,
You know,
dances.
the mashed potato.
God damn! How would you think I am, dude? Jesus Christ! So over in the segregated school, what we used to like to do.
We did the twist.
Uh,
The jitterbug.
Man, I tell you, I think the one that stands out to me was the WAP and the prep. Those are the two dances I remember people always doing when I was growing up. I mean, I'm pretty sure there were other ones, but those were the two. One that I could do because they were easy enough, and then it was just like they had
What
cool
were
names.
they?
The WAP and the prep.
the WAP and the prep. What do you do in the WAP or the prep?
the WAP is all you did was just shake your hips, go side to side. That's it. It was like your hips are a WAP. That's it. You're just going side to side with your hips. It was a WAP. And then the prep was something what you did with your hands. You used to do stuff like this.
Okay.
So it was the prep and then the WAP. So
right.
those my dances.
The Macarena.
There we go.
That wasn't me.
I was doing the funky chicken hard.
Yeah, I remember the funky. People still doing the funky chicken.
Oh, you know what? That would also been like the Running Man and the two hype thing. You know,
Oh, yeah.
the kid and play,
Kid and play.
yeah, the
Yep.
kid and play type stuff. So that'd been right around that time. when
I went to
all
a
those
school of
things-
all white kids, so that was completely out of the picture for us. But we thought it looked cool.
So while you
One
sitting
day
there-
I'm going to do that.
so while you sitting here talking about different dances, I grew up also in the era of breakdancing.
Yeah.
So that was like breakdancing was first before it got into all the other type dancing type stuff because breaking went hand in hand with rap at the beginning. And
You
that's
tried
what it is.
rapping. Did you try breakdancing?
Of course I did. Why wouldn't?
Of course.
Oh yeah, I got on my back and tried to do a spin and went like 1/3 because I didn't
Need an
have,
assist.
I didn't have the right jacket or the right floor material. You had to have the
Didn't have the
right
cardboard
one.
out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, you had to have a slick floor, like a kitchen floor, something like that.
Like linoleum.
Yeah, and then you had to have the right T-shirt that you couldn't sweat through, so
You're trying to
skin-
backspin on
yeah.
shag carpeting, going nowhere.
with no shirt on.
Yeah.
You know, kind of burn.
Yeah.
It was not a good thing. So yeah, breakdancing was back in the day, and you guys talk about breakdance. Can't talk about breakdancing, electric boogaloo.
Oh, shit.
That was the shit right there. And it's a funny clip on TikTok where this guy goes around. He takes all these old terrible movies, and honestly, I say terrible now, but back then they were the shit.
Yeah.
And all he does is just make fun of them, and he mocks them. And he talks about how Electric Boogaloo, where they go to this alley and they start like dancing and dance battle fighting. It's like, yeah, that's gonna save like the community center. Like somehow that's working. And then some dude was in a cast and the whole people were dancing in the hospital. It was just so ludicrous the way he was pointing out. But back then it was great. I
Right.
believe
Like, this is the best thing I've ever seen in my life.
Dancing cane.
Solving their
shapes.
problems via breakdancing.
I
Yeah.
was like, dude, I got to learn how to break so I can get me a girlfriend. Everybody who breaks got a girlfriend. Yeah,
There you
I
go.
didn't learn how to break and I didn't have a girlfriend. So
Yeah.
it all worked out.
You and me both, buddy.
Did you guys remember your first girlfriends growing up?
Oh, yeah.
You do?
Of course.
You do? Everybody does?
I mean, I had some in like grade school, I guess.
You had some. Look at you, big
Some,
pimpin'.
yeah. Then puberty hit, and I
Oh.
was like, "No thanks, I'm scared."
Really?
Yeah. Then that
What-
lasted till I was like 18 or so.
And I got news for you.
Wait a minute. Wait a minute. So let me get this right. You telling me you were scared of girls until you were 18?
Hell yeah.
Why were you scared of them? What were they doing?
I was just scared of talking to anyone in general, especially girls.
Had you already like had a heart on and masturbating and all this other kind of stuff? at
Oh
18?
yes, furiously.
So you knew that-
feverishly.
so you knew
Like
they
you
could,
wouldn't believe.
Yeah.
so you knew they could help you out with that, but yet still you were scared of them?
Hell yeah. Yeah.
Why?
I mean, I got social anxiety, I guess.
Oh, do you really?
Sure.
Is that a
yeah.
real thing, or you just making some shit up?
No, I mean, I think I've got that to some degree. I
Huh.
still don't talk. I don't want to talk to people in, like, social situations.
Oh.
Like, I like this. I talk too much, but, like, yeah, I just don't. I feel uncomfortable.
Wow.
And I used to, like, walk. Like, people would be like, they thought I had problems because I walked home from school, and I'd stare at my feet and didn't realize I was walking home from school with, like, my head looking straight down.
He was hoping to see a little piece of pussies.
Yeah, and I just didn't really. Yeah,
You dropped this.
Wow.
I was so nervous. I was so self-conscious.
Were you fat?
No, I thought I was, but I wasn't, and
Huh.
I just was like the most self-conscious kid you could possibly be.
You're like a goddamn onion. There's so many layers to you.
Yeah, man, I was
had
fucking-
no clue that
Yeah.
you were scared of girls until you were 18.
I mean, I was scared of them after I was 18 too. but
that was for a whole
I
different
started
reason then.
drinking, and yeah, I mean that's a big part of the reason I started like I really got into drinking because I was like, oh, now I can
Talk.
socialize. Yeah.
Oh.
Mhm.
Wow.
So what do you do?
You go to school here too?
Yeah. Yeah.
This guy's incredible.
That's right.
Real Casanova.
Hey, it worked for a long time.
I mean, that is kind of what you do in those early days,
Yeah.
college days. It
Yeah.
seems.
Liquid courage.
A little social lubricant, Danny.
I didn't need that.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
did. Big time.
Wow, that's
You're too
awesome.
busy rapping and playing football.
Yeah.
Dude, I tell you what, I was thinking about early on when we first started dating girls and everything else. Like college, I was like a pro by then, so it didn't make a difference. But yeah, just the early on one. I remember I was a fat black kid growing up, and back in my neighborhood, fat black didn't match, and nobody wanted to date you. They wanted you to be light skinned, skinny, with good hair. And I was none of that.
Yeah.
So I remember trying to write a note because we all wrote notes to the girl that you liked.
Oh yeah,
And I had
notes.
no social awareness of what I really looked like till people told me. So it's like, oh, I want her to be my girlfriend. I'm gonna write her a note, ask her to be my girlfriend. And she would just put the no in there, and then it's like, oh, she don't want to be my girlfriend. She's like, you fat and black, like, ugh, we don't want then I became aware of what I looked like. So it's like, damn, dude, I guess I can't get a girlfriend.
This was pre-Biggie days. And the fat boys weren't that popular.
This was before, right? I'm talking about when I was like in third or fourth grade. I was aware of trying to like get girlfriends and like date and like write notes and all this other stuff. So yeah, when I finally did get a girlfriend, I can't say the word, but she had special needs or something like that.
Okay.
So it's like I felt good I had a girlfriend, but I didn't know she did it. So it's like, hey, she likes me, and that's the reason why she liked me.
Yeah.
It's like, who else? And she was kind of pretty.
Yeah.
So it's like, awesome.
Pretty special too.
She was special to me, yes.
She was special to a lot of people.
Yeah, so I just remember that growing up, I didn't have a lot of confidence either, but it just, hey, after a while, it just like, it is what it is. I can't do anything about it. I wasn't drinking at that age either, but, you know.
Did you go to public school?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I went to private school.
Yeah.
I'm glad you gave me that courtesy just to ask, but yeah, Dad was not.
Because Toll went to private school.
private school.
Toll went to private school, so that's a little different.
It is the difference between me and Toll. Can you tell it?
Yeah.
The one difference.
Yeah.
There's a lot of difference. Like, first off, I wasn't scared of girls. I asked the girl to be my girlfriend. I was ugly as shit. Believe me. And I was with no alcohol. I still tried to ask her.
Yeah.
I got turned down.
No, I had like up until puberty, I was like, I was kissing girls on the playground.
Oh, damn.
You were?
Oh, I'd be like, yeah.
Casanova.
Yeah. But then
I think you're thinking about a Pepe Le Pew cartoon.
oh, wee. And then puberty came around, and I was like, fully terrified. Yeah, and embarrassed. I felt like, I thought I was fat, and I was not hairy enough, or my boobs were too big, or I was too hairy.
Did you say you were not hairy enough?
Yeah, I felt like I needed more body hair.
Oh, okay.
And
Trying to be a man over here.
yeah, and then just like, then that started happening, and I was like, oh my God, this is
Too hairy.
Yeah, this is too much hair.
Stop,
Yeah.
stop.
Yeah.
Oh, damn it. Not like this.
And I was just constantly, uncomfortable and nervous, sweating in class, and like just being like, ugh. And it turns I was good looking, turns out. But
Wow.
I didn't know. I
Hindsight's
guess.
2020.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, the good old
Well, here we
days.
are now,
Yeah.
Yeah. If I had thought I was cool in high school, I certainly wouldn't be here right now.
Why
That's
not?
for damn sure.
Where would you be at?
Who knows?
be the
Probably
president of the United States?
Yeah, I'd probably be making money somewhere. I don't know. Who knows? I wouldn't be doing stand up though, or a podcast probably.
Yeah.
You do good for us then.
Yeah, I would think I was.
He'd own a string of pretty successful furniture stores.
That's right. Yeah. Yeah. Who knows?
Old rental warehouse.
Yeah. Yeah.
Do you want to rent a
Here's the
brand new
thing.
couch?
Yeah,
If there was
McGrain's mattresses.
a version of me where I was satisfied with my life, that would be just like, what? Who is this person? Whereas, you get the cool, sad version of me. That's much better.
It's a fun version.
Yeah.
Are you sad? You don't seem sad. Every time I talk to you, you seem different, without a doubt. Don't get me wrong. I don't think that we have a lot in common other than we do jokes and shit.
Yeah.
But for the Yellow Croc, perfect example. But it's just like, yeah, I don't think you're sad. Are you really sad?
I mean, I mean,
Danny's your guidance.
yeah, I got a patina of sadness.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've
You
had
do
it,
such
man.
a good job of hiding it. I don't see it.
That's where all this, yeah.
You wear a good mask. Good
Yeah.
job.
I don't want Sarah to listen to this and be like, I see, it's nothing new. She
Yeah.
knows.
I think it's
not
clear
new.
that
It's old.
This
Yeah,
is new to me.
yeah,
Because
yeah.
I only see you a handful of times.
Yeah.
You need to invite me over so we can hang out. And I don't have to
Yeah.
discover this shit in front of everybody.
I'll give you a
I feel
24-hour
like I
live
always
cam.
discover shit.
You can see
about
what
those
part of the
here.
day. Like, how sad is Toll right here? I don't know.
Ooh, yikes.
Yeah.
He's at work. He's in a van right
He's
now.
jacking off again.
His legs are straight.
I'm like, Danny, Sarah's out of town. It's fine. Yeah. No, I don't know. If I was a self-satisfied,
almost seems more like neurotic than sad.
yeah, maybe that's it.
like an anxious kind of guy.
Yeah.
Okay. I can agree with that.
Yeah.
I don't even know what that really means, but I'm going to agree with you. Neurotic.
Yeah.
In his head too much,
Yeah.
maybe.
I overthink things
Okay.
too much.
I can go for that. I don't overthink things. I just do shit sometimes, which I pay the price for later.
It's a different problem.
Yeah.
Completely different.
Yeah, we're on opposite sides of the same spectrum.
Mm.
I think that kind of circles back around to,
Here we go.
it's like a teardrop. We're the top. We're the top of the teardrop, Danny.
I would be the bottom. You can be the top.
Ooh.
Ay, ay, ay.
People will be surprised by that.
Oh, you talking about gay stuff. We ain't talking about gay stuff. We talking about the teardrop. Talking about 'cause the bottom was so fat and the top would be skinny. Yeah.
Yeah.
Fat
Oh, my
ass
goodness.
bottom.
Just dripping.
Looking wet.
Oh my goodness. I asked for this. This is what I asked for.
Yeah, that's right.
Alex, tell us about your girlfriend. your first girlfriend, or the first one that thought you was pretty ugly. I mean, Toe was a pimp. I was not. AJ, he didn't tell us this story.
AJ was a pimp.
You were a pimp too?
I got after her pretty early, yeah.
What grade?
I lost my virginity when I was 14.
Oh damn, you went straight to virginity. We were talking
Yeah.
about girlfriends, but damn.
It kind of coincided.
Oh, your first girlfriend was also the first one you lost your virginity
Pretty much
to?
like my first serious girlfriend, yeah.
Oh.
Serious being, yeah, I mean, it was like 8th grade going into 9th grade.
Okay.
And we just went for it,
Damn.
Nice.
Yeah.
Gross.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's crazy to think about now. Yeah.
Yeah.
At the time, it made all the sense in the world.
Yeah, for sure.
It's very young in hindsight,
Well, remind me to tell you my story after the podcast.
Yeah.
It's not for young listeners.
Yeah.
Speaking of, I got to get out of here pretty soon.
Yeah. Yeah, we've done almost 2 hours. So
Oh,
yeah.
we can start
Yeah.
to land the
Oh,
plane.
man.
I
we're
hate
having a
to
good
never
time,
be
man.
that
I didn't even hear your story. You got to tell me.
No.
I want to hear. I'll be over at Black Cat getting me some ice cream, and maybe you can come out the back and talk to me.
Oh.
Maybe.
Yeah.
I'll save it for then. Yeah.
A little customer service.
Hey, everybody gather around. The owner's about to tell us a story.
Sit down, everyone. Everyone shut up.
Yeah. Shh. I had 3 Smirnoff Ice.
The year was 1991.
I had a bunch of Zima.
Yeah, I was gonna say. I don't think Smirnoff Ice existed yet.
It's a boom form.
Yeah.
Mad Dog 2020.
Yeah.
Purple.
Blue.
Hell yeah. A couple Surge energy drinks. That was more 90s, whatever. All right, folks. It's always good to end it on a bomb, That's what the
Spoon.
well, thank you to Danny T,
Yes,
our
sir.
good friend and pal, recurring guest, for coming on.
I'm a regular.
You are.
Yeah. I
Yeah.
did have a
You're the Patrice O'Neill of the podcast.
We got a few plug-a-roos. Alex Carter at Beechwood Lounge with Uncle Marky, April 19th, 8 p.m. And
get
then
it.
me, Danny, Sam Hershock, and Willie Farrell, April 17th, 7 p.m. at the West Des Moines Funny Bone
Oh shit!
for the
West Des Moines Benevolent Fund for the Police Department.
yeah.
Are you headlining?
Back in the blues. No.
They
Willie
wouldn't. The
Farrell.
cops wouldn't let him.
Oh,
back. Are you kidding me? Who let that guy in here?
I guess I miss Willie Farrell.
It'd be
Yeah.
it'd be
Yeah.
Willie.
But you can find Danny on, I know, TikTok. Last time I saw you, still on TikTok, Danny?
Yep, I'm on TikTok. My kids got me on the Instagram, and I got my
yeah.
own website. It's been doing pretty good. I've been trying to do better with the DannyTComedy.com. So check me out there.
DANNIETEE.
It's spelled like the girl version. I get it. Yes. IE.
All right. Well, yeah, I've been AJ Simmons. Thank you, Shiloh, our executive producer.
Oh, I've been Tom McGrain.
I am Danny T.
I'm the Ice Cream King of Des Moines, Alex Carter.
Goodbye.
Bye.
Fucking AJ, Toll and Alex. They're fucking hilarious.
This is a certified hood classic. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba.